What it could be, hopefully it's what it should be. This is your boy N.O.R.E.
What up, is DJ EFN.
And this is Drink Champs motherfucking podcast.
Make some noise! Damn, we don't got, yo, Ray, where the horns at? We need them horns.
We signed the autographs to the horns and gave them away with foul. But right now, we got a legend in the building. Not only is he part of the most legendary group that could never be implicated, duplicated, or none of that in hip-hop, but he's also his own legend. He also made classics on his own. He also has shoes on his own, ice cream chucks on his own. He's a legacy. He's gonna continue doing it. He's so tough out here on these tours. He be doing like 100 and he be touring like a wrestler. 198 days out the year. Oh, shit. This nigga be on the road, flying, flossing, doing all that. He was the first person I ever seen with a Maybach. In the building right now is no other than Raekwon, the motherfucking chef, the first Wu-Tang member to ever be in a Drink Champ podcast. Let's make some noise! Now Raekwon, you from Brooklyn and Staten Island, right? Because when you grew up on the crime side, New York Times side, you was talking about Brooklyn.
Yeah, man. You know, I was just talking about.
First off, we owe you publishing. I don't know if you know that. We owe you publishing. Every time on the Drink Champs, we go.
And the Drink Champs Army doing it now.
And the Drink Champs Army is doing it, and we got that from you.
You don't owe me nothing.
I think they even hashtag some noise from Raekwon inventing them.
It ain't licensed, so.
Yeah, come on, make some noise, goddammit. So you saying you like started from Brooklyn?
I mean, you know,
and
my
East
family.
New York at that, right?
Yeah, Rockaway, man. Right in the middle, like between Brownsville, you know, and East New York. You know, it's like across the street.
You
come from Howard House.
Killed right there. Boom.
Howard Houses.
Yeah.
You know, I was there though as a young nigga though, man. Like, you know, I can't take no hood stripes from Brooklyn and act like I was there at that time. I was a kid.
So what's hot?
The ambulance?
That shit is lethal.
No, this is the haze from New York.
It's lethal injection right
there.
Yeah.
So what year did you move to Shaolin?
When I was like 10 or something, 10, 11 or something. You know, like I said, I ain't gonna act like I got no stripes in Brooklyn on that level. I was a kid, you know, and my mom's, you know, her sister told her, you know, I think Staten Island is a better place for you to live, you know, because my pops, he was a wild goon. He was a fly goon, though. You know what I mean? And you know, he was getting into a lot of shit. And, you know, repercussions was coming at him, I guess. And, you know, it came to the point where my mom's had to get up out of it. So
y'all moved to Staten Island for a better life?
For a better life.
Y'all had no idea Park Hill, Stapleton, and all that shit
I ain't
existed.
know nothing about that. I was still a lad, you know what I mean?
Now, you and Ghostface are from separate projects?
Yeah.
What projects is those?
Stapleton. He from Stapleton. I'm from the Hill.
Park Hill.
Yeah, Park Hill.
Let's make some noise for Park Hill. God damn it. God damn it. Oh, we got a horn. We got a horn. God damn it. Let's make some noise for the horn. God damn it. Yo, Raekwon, we out. So this is we tried to get Raekwon other week, right? It didn't happen. We tried our best. Yeah, you could try to give EFN. Look, I switched back to blunts so you wouldn't get blamed.
I did heroin.
Yeah. We just had Havoc here, and we were smoking raw cones, and the ambiance of the smell kept bothering him.
You know what I was thinking about?
It was nothing more than I enjoyed.
You know what I was thinking about? What happened with the
sprays? Right? I gotta bring those back.
Stop playing, man.
So what year? So now you met RZA because RZA and ODB was all from Brooklyn, right?
Yeah.
So what year was that they came out there? And when you first met them, was it about like music or was it some street shit?
Nah, it's some street shit automatically though. It's like them niggas been around since we was kids. Like you know, RZA, we used to go to school together. You know, we was in like the 4th grade or something, some shit like that, 4th or 5th grade. And you know, Riz was a nigga that used to come through the neighborhood because he used to live in like a private house. You know niggas that live in private houses. Niggas that live in private houses.
Community back then?
Nah, not gated, but he just, you know, his family had a private house. You know, we from the project. So that's a privilege to me when a nigga can live in a private house.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? And you know, we used to go to school together.
Right.
And Riz was always into music. You know what I mean? That's one thing I could say. He always, he loved music. You know what I mean? And at that time, you know, his cousins was from Brooklyn. You know, Jizza and, you know, Old Dirty. You know, they would come back and forth to Staten Island from.
Now, why was
Brooklyn.
they coming? Because they had family in Staten Island?
Yeah, because they was coming to hang out with RZA. You know, and you know, I used to run with them at that time, and always used to be around them, and I used to see like musical talents in them niggas all the time. Like, you know, the Jizza, he always was rhyming.
Now, was the RZA the first one to put out a record? I Love You, Raheem. That was his shit, right? That was RZA, right? They love you, Raheem.
Yeah,
he was the first one. Look. Make some noise for me knowing my shit, goddammit. Come on. Y'all supposed to start clapping as soon as I knew my shit.
But Jizza was early too.
No, but I think RZA came first, and then it was the Jizza.
I think they were
But
both.
what was the Jizza's project? I forget. I remember his shit too.
Wasn't it just Genius?
Wait, I can't.
Words
The whole
from a
headphones.
Genius.
It was
Words from a Genius. That was that was official album right there. Like, you know, that's when a nigga came back to the hood and showed everybody. It was like, oh shit, this thing got an album. You know, we had it in our hands. Like, it was ill.
So the whole people who put y'all all together, like y'all 9, okay, y'all 9 people together. Whose idea was that initially?
The Riz.
It was RZA's?
The
Wow.
Riz. That was his. You know what it was? It was just that when they went in and did their thing on their own, they wasn't the truth at that time. You know.
You talking about RZA and Jizza?
Yeah, you know, and I guess that they felt like, you know what, we gonna do it our way. We gonna come with something new. And Riz was the spearhead of it, you know. And Riz called certain niggas in the hood, and he always fucked with me, so he knew my potential. Like I said, I was deep in this way.
Right.
And when he made that call, it was like, yo, yeah, I'm down just for the representation of the barrel. I wasn't looking at it that far. So it was like more like, oh yeah, whatever. You want to make a record? We know you. That's what you do. Yeah, we do this. So where you want to meet at? You know, and we went in the studio. He told everybody come with $100.
And you was already rhyming.
I was, you know what I mean? I was splashing a little.
And when he told you to come,
I was a lobbyist rhyming though.
He's a story, yo. He told you to come with $100.
Yo, he caught it.
For real?
Yeah, he
made y'all pay for the studio.
Paid
But
dues
it's
for real.
That's hard.
It was for the studio though,
Okay,
you know?
okay.
So, you know, niggas, you know, some niggas ain't have it, but niggas is like, fuck it. You know, but nah, you know, he came in and he's like, yo, I want niggas to get on this record right here. Boom, he ain't talk about the big pipe dreams of everything gonna be this and be that. It was more or less this the record. And yo, I'm picking, you know, I want y'all niggas, all y'all niggas to get on it. We gonna come bum rush the game. So we was like, yo, whatever, you know.
Right.
You knew,
Don't tell me this record was Protect Your Neck.
This is Protect
That's the
Your
first
Neck.
record y'all ever recorded together?
Yeah, that was
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm saying that's what created the whole shit.
'Cause that
But
chemistry.
we've been rhyming for a minute back
Individually.
So Riz already knew certain niggas in the hood already had a name, you know what I mean? So it was like, okay, you know, when he picked certain niggas, we wasn't all cool like that. But we knew, yeah, he rhymed.
Who came with the kung fu angle?
The Riz, you know that.
The whole concept.
Yeah, that was his rhyme.
Yeah. No, not pineapple. I'm gonna do the salsa water with Carlito. You got the salsa water?
So this light just
I
broke
told
over
you to
here?
get salsa water. Yeah, bozo. My bad. Yeah. So go ahead. My bad.
But you know what I mean? He came with the whole kung fu style of it or whatever, and you know, everybody back then was big on karate flicks or whatever. Like I remember that when we used to rock tree cotton nylons and all that. You know, remember back in the days niggas rocked the nylons?
Right. So when was the moment? Was it when you recorded Protect Your Neck that you knew you was a part of some legendary shit, or you was just rhyming and paid your $100 and thought it was gonna go on your regular day?
It was just glad to be their thoughts. You know what I mean? Glad to be their thoughts. But when we did hear the record, and you know, he composed it the way he composed it, when he came back and played it, it was like, oh shit, you on to something.
Was that the order, the verses? Was that the same order y'all recorded?
Nah. He just was freaking it the way he wanted to freak it. You know what I mean? But when we heard it, we was like, this should sound nice. Cause you know, our thing was we wanted to do what the Hit Squad was doing. Cause I think a lot of people get it fucked up when you go back to that earlier time and you look at certain crews that was doing their thing. Them niggas was our East Coast superheroes. You know what I mean? So we just wanted to emulate what we seen them do, but at the same time still challenge what they do. You know, so being that Riz, he felt like, yo, you know what? Boom, we the Staten Island of them niggas. Ray and Ghost, you the EPMD. You know, Riz is the Rakim. You know, Jizz is the KRS of the clique. And, you know, Method Man is Red Man. You know, we started, feeling like we had to, be on their level. And the next thing you know, once that record took off, it started to really make us feel like,
I remember when Protect Your Neck came out, I was in jail. And all of a sudden, everybody that was from Brooklyn was from Staten Island at that moment. I was like, what the fuck? Like, the whole jail just turned to Staten Island. And I said, these Wu-Tang niggas, it's crazy, man.
A lot of niggas from Brooklyn used to hang out in Staten Island too. So we had a lot of relationships because, Staten Island is literally like 15, 20 minutes from Brooklyn, like Atlantic Avenue right there. You get there in like 20 minutes and then you shoot down and make the right and you go all the way down. You in the heart.
Now I heard back in the days you and Ghostface shot at each other. Is this true?
Nah.
Y'all projects
everybody shoots at each other.
Y'all projects used to shoot at each other. Is that what I heard? All right,
projects hated each
other.
Y'all
projects hated each other. Wow, you gotta break that down. Cause me and Capone projects hated each other. But now it's inseparable. You can't go to Queensbridge without seeing a left rack nigga and vice versa.
Exactly.
Explain that.
That shit been going on for years, man. It been like a traditional thing, in Staten Island. Certain places don't like other places, and we kind of like grew up in that. Where Stapleton, that ain't where I go. And the Hill niggas, but Ghost, he was a nigga that, was comfortable with coming up to Staten Island. He had a lady up there, so he was moving in and out. And
coming up to Staten Island, or you mean Stapleton?
He was coming from Stapleton to Park Hill, because he had a shorty up there, and he had a kid, so he had to come up there. So we would see him, and we knew what he was about, because he was a creep then, he was doing.
Let's make some noise for Ghostface being a creep.
When I say creep, I mean like a crook creep. Not like a creep.
We understand.
That's my heart right there. I would never play it, but he was a crook creep back then. And niggas had to watch him because he ain't had no he had no filter. Niggas carry them guns and they come through and it's like niggas be on the roof watching them, like making sure they know where they going and leaving. And they used to yap niggas. They used to yap certain niggas, and I never ran across them on that level, but we kind of respected each other's cloth because we know the certain power players. Like you had to know that in certain hoods. So even when Riz brought us together, it was like, yeah, I fuck with you, but I don't know you though. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all knew each other, but didn't know each other.
We knew each other from school, but it was still like, it was just going to school. You going to school, it's like I see you, I see you.
Homie,
but after that, I ain't gonna be around you no more. I'm going back up this way. You going where he going? And we would meet up when like block parties and all that shit was popping off. A lot of times. It would be like Park Hill Day, and niggas from all over Staten Island would come through there, and niggas would make movies and shit. Niggas, somebody might get shot, somebody might get hit with a golf club. You know what I mean? Niggas is in somebody's pocket, somebody got knocked out. All this shit was going on, and it was like outside niggas that you had to watch.
On the island.
Niggas,
Allen.
You know what I mean? You had to watch these niggas. So Ghost is definitely a notorious killer Manjaro nigga. But he was cool.
Killer Manjaro. Let's make noise for that first time. Say that. Now, when you say that, Killer Manjaro and things like that, your slang is different. It's like, how did you develop?
Slang like your slang.
Yeah, it's different. You know what I mean? So how you developed your shit? Like, you know what I mean? Your aura swords?
It's just block coded. It's block coded. I ran with a bunch of funny niggas. You know what I mean? The Fat Albert niggas that know how to snap and all that. So shit just start coming out that it was so ill that it made sense and niggas just kept it. You know what I mean? But Nah, I don't look at it like that. It's just how we talk sometimes.
And you worked with Pun early. Like, you was like Pun's first feature, correct?
Yeah.
How was that?
Joe introduced me to Pun.
Firewater, right?
He introduced me, yeah, you know, and Joe was like, yo, this my nigga right here. Yo, this my right hand.
Right.
And, you know, he said, yo,
was this Mystic Studios?
Nah, this was somewhere up in the Bronx or some shit.
Okay.
I came up there to see him. And you know, he was like, yo, I want you to meet somebody and shit. So I'm like, bet, what's up? You know what I mean? And next thing you know, it was Big Pun, and he told Pun to rhyme for me. And when he rhymed for me, it was like, I looked at Joe like, yeah, nigga.
This is
you
it.
know what I mean? This is the one. And he was like, yo, you like this nigga? You like him? I said, nigga, I love this nigga, man. He was just spitting. He said, yo, I want to put him on this joint. Nigga, put him on the joint. And it went from there, and next thing you know, Star was Super Bowl after that.
Now, this is what I want to get to. There's a classic hip-hop memory. Classic skit on your album with Ghostface. You said the niggas bit off the nice shit. The niggas bit off the nice shit. What was going through y'all head? I know later on y'all squashed it with Big, but at that time, y'all had to be feeling something. So what was your mind state going through when y'all made that intro? Because it was funny as hell, but it was serious.
It wasn't premeditated, I'll tell you that.
So did y'all feel like y'all had to say something because y'all felt like it was outright biting?
Nah, you know, sometimes.
Because it was called Shark Bites, right? That's what
I mean, you know, I got the documentary coming out, so I'm gonna tell niggas the real story within the documentary. But all I could say is, in the sport of what we do, when we came in, we wasn't supposed to like nobody.
Right.
I say that all the time. Let's make some noise for the niggas being foul niggas.
It was straight our nigga thing, like you said, like you know, like I said, you know, we was getting money with the niggas. We you know, we made great records with niggas, but it wasn't never, you know.
That's how hip hop was.
We gonna leave
That's how hip hop was at that time. Like we were very vocal.
especially us, because you know, I'm talking about us, our generation of youngsters. You know, like, you know, you go to another nigga neighborhood or whatever. If you're not from there, you always feel like, watch those niggas though.
Of course.
You know what I mean? And vice versa, because a lot of times people got hurt. It was from niggas out of town coming in and hurting niggas, or you know what I mean? So anytime we always felt like that. And like I said, at the end of the day, we gonna say that one, that because that's a real thought. But all I can say is it wasn't premeditated. You know, it was just hungry niggas being hungry niggas.
It was a legendary moment in hip hop, man. Legendary moment in hip hop. You got something?
Nah, one thing. This is as a DJ side. Glaciers of Ice is one of my favorite records of all time.
True.
You're supposed to say, come on, Ray. You gotta originate up, Ray. Yo, listen. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna play a game, right? We're gonna play shots. Amanda, where's Amanda at? We're gonna play shots, right? You don't wanna take a shot, right?
Yeah, I'll take a shot.
You take a shot. All right, so this is what we're gonna do.
It's drink chance.
Whenever I beat you to the then and whenever I beat you to the you can point at somebody and you can make them take a shot. Everybody's in? Yeah. Everybody's in?
All right. Everyone, yeah.
Alright, so if I beat you to the when you're supposed to say then you gotta take a shot. Alright, cool.
You can tell y'all boys, cause nobody else
about it. Alright. Now, cause you say some fly shit.
Come on.
You say some fly shit. I tell people all the time, I say if you have a conversation with Raekwon and he ain't say at one point, I said your conversation is trash.
Right.
It's trash. You know what I'm saying? So
no, hold on. You gonna cut me off?
Oh yeah. God damn it. Shit. I forgot. Go ahead.
Now, am I crazy or was there a Legend of Zelda sample in that record?
You ain't a video game nigga? You ain't a video game nigga?
I've always
that was my favorite game. I never peeped that.
I never knew that.
I never peeped that. That's what it is?
And I've searched and I've tried to be nerd about it and I can't find nothing, but I swear to you that it's a Legend of Zelda sample in Glaciers of Ice. That's one of my favorite records of all time.
You just put me on to that. I ain't know that. To be honest, you ain't care about none of that.
You're like, the beat is hot. Right. The beat is hot.
Now, it's just the beat, B.
Inside the label just aired. They aired the Loud documentary.
The loud shit.
It was so it was so
Good branch.
it was
Who brought that? He brought that?
Nah,
bought that.
that is Papo hit me with that. That's the Kush, and we smoked the haze, and he rolled another haze.
Yeah.
So did you see the loud thing? Oh man, it was pretty awesome. Did you see
I
it?
felt bad too because I wasn't in it. You know
wasn't
what I mean?
in it? Oh,
yeah,
man.
you know I missed that, and I feel bad because Loud did a lot of shit for the game. Shout out Steve Rifkin.
Now you did your solo on Loud as well,
Yeah,
right? Let's get into that right now. The
Yo, that
purple
was
tape. Like I'm gonna be honest. That was your time. We knew you was Wu-Tang. We knew that. But it was the time where you just broke out and you was on some mafioso. Now niggas know who Raekwon is 100%. How did that feel? Did you know you was making a classic when you was making it?
Yup.
Let's make some noise for that, goddamn. Let's make some noise for that. Word, that's what's up, my nigga.
Yo, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Man. Let me be honest with you, man.
Yeah.
We had a powerful team back then. We was young niggas. We was real strong. You caught me right there. Real.
That's real shit.
That's where it had to come in because it's like it was one of those vibes. Like I'm sitting around the table with all guard-body men at the time, and niggas is smart and creating a plan. And like I said, all I wanted to do is just be a team player. I just wanted to come in and do my part because I was called in to be a part of this.
Right.
So I wasn't worried about no solo dolos. I wasn't thinking about it. I was just, coming in on the representation, just to do my part.
Before we get back to the purple tape, Ghostface just said that he's in charge of the new Wu album.
I heard about that.
You heard about that?
I heard about that. I mean,
You think that's a good look? I think it's a good look.
I think it's a Superman look.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Superman look. That was a That was a That was a
So this game ain't going nowhere.
Right. That's a
Let's drink it.
Let me tell you something. To be honest with you, me and Ghost always are the ones fighting for, brothers to step into different chambers sometimes and not go against the, you talking about a nigga that got 8 rings, a nigga that made 8 classics, RZA, and you questioning a man with that kind of belt, he gonna look at you like you crazy, Lord.
I heard RZA house, you gotta walk 100 steps. It's like some ill Chinese
like
theater.
a Buddhist
like
temple.
You gotta walk 100 steps up there.
Yo, he's
and
real,
then catch your breath.
Yo, he's real deal karate with it. Nigga told me one day, yo, I eat more Wu-Tang than me. I said, you are. I said you are, nigga. Guess because he went to the temple or whatever. He went to Korea or something.
Now how does the Wu-Tang logo go? Like if y'all use it, can all of y'all use it or?
I mean, niggas could use it, of course, but it's just when other niggas use it with us.
What the hell?
Right.
It's
gotta be a Dominican.
When it's other niggas that's just the nature of business. I mean,
Right.
if you build a brand and you part of the brand, but you go do something with somebody else that's not a part of the brand, they gotta respect that they getting something great, and they gotta pay. They gotta give back too. So some niggas use it, and some niggas don't use it.
So let's get back to this purple tape. Incarcerated Scarface.
Classic.
Incarcerated Scarface. Every time you come out, I'm like, yo, Ray performing me. You don't ever have to ask me which record you're gonna do. It's always Incarcerated Scarface. How did you? What was your? I don't know. Just tell me the story. I don't even know the question. Just tell me the story of Incarcerated Scarface.
My nigga, that's just a record for niggas that was away. Niggas that wasn't on the street at the time. When I was making the album, I felt like I had to really pay respect to the niggas that wasn't here. A lot of my niggas went away early.
Right.
Caught some monster bids and shit. And I was thinking about the niggas and a lot of times, you might see a nigga with a rip on his face or something, that don't make him a sucker.
Right.
Cause he got a rip, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That might just be a scar that he caught. Nigga might have caught him or whatever, and that made him a stronger nigga later on.
Right.
But I was just thinking about all my Scarface niggas, like niggas that get money, Scarface niggas.
Right.
If you had a scar, you earned that scar.
Right.
Everybody, all of us, I'm sure you got scars. I got scars.
Yeah, I'm fucked up.
We Scarface, we Scarface down niggas though. But
and I'm
just
Cuban,
paying
so
homage.
You Cuban, me?
Yeah, just paying homage and just caught a vibe that day. Just walked in RZA RZA Dungeon that day, and he had the beat on. And you know, I write fast if it's nice. If you got something real good, I can write fast and write pow. You know what I mean? It came with the hook and say, yo, that's for niggas in jail that ain't around.
Let's make some noise for incarcerated Scarface story. Ray, you've been famous for a long time. I want to know who's the weirdest, famousest person you smoked with?
The weirdest, famous niggas.
Yeah, like that you smoked and you was just like, I can't believe I'm smoking with you, Madonna.
Do you know something?
I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there. You smoked with Madonna, nigga?
Nah, man. I mean,
Mariah?
Nah, I ain't blowing Mariah though.
Didn't you?
Nah. Me and Jill Scott though, we hung out one night. She cried to me and
Jill
shit.
Scott Heron? Oh.
No, don't start. Don't start.
Oh, Jill Scott. Oh, okay.
Jill Scott.
Jill Scott blew a blunt with you.
Word. Nah, she wasn't blowing the branch though, but we was drinking and shit.
Oh, okay.
And you know, she cried that night. She had a lot of shit on her mind that night.
What?
You know what I mean?
Emotional
and, you know, me and my
session.
homeboy, we was there hanging out with her, whatever. It was after honor awards that we went to, and you know, we all was hanging out.
Right.
And you know, she was ventilating that day, and it got real.
It got real.
She just distilled, you know what I mean? And we was like, you know, as a big brother, yo, you know, we here for you.
Right.
Wow.
We almost had her on Drink
right
Champs.
there.
We thought we was gonna have her in Vegas. Remember?
That was ill.
But not Jill Scott. It's Kelly Price, man.
Oh.
This nigga's fucked up. He's a fucked up guy. I'm glad you can notice this, Raekwon. This is my partner right here. He's a fucked up guy. Yo, so Raekwon, we ask all our guests this, right?
Talk to me, my nigga.
Do you eat ass?
This guy.
So I look pussy.
And I'm the fucked up person.
Pussy? That's how you can answer it. That's the correct way to answer it. But have you ever ate ass? Have you ever? Like,
motherfucking.
you be around that facility?
Motherfucking monkey go. Let's
make some noise, Raekwon.
This nigga's crazy with it, dude.
Yo, nah, we got a chance. I got another one when you get a chance.
Nah, she gotta be a special ass. Though,
A special
nigga.
ass, like super clean. That's
Yeah,
what
nigga,
that's
I'll
what
just
EFN
run down
says.
there.
EFN says super clean.
We don't just run down there.
Yeah,
nigga.
That's like gotta be my girl, first of all.
Dude, I know.
Gotta be my lady.
I'm just
Out the
warming
shop,
things
call
up.
that checking the temperature.
Exactly.
No? Check that
Now,
temperature.
what's the wildest tour you've been on? Whose shit is this?
A hooligan tour.
Oh my God, I got good friends.
And I felt like Eddie was ready to jump into the ass conversation.
You met Eddie the ass eater?
Nah.
Eddie, come over here and say hi to Raekwon. Come over here.
Let's go smoke a blunt.
Clean your mouth, Eddie. Clean your mouth.
This who Janelle Aiko talking about. Eat the booty like groceries. This is this
Eat the
nigga.
booty gang.
Come on, share that mic with EFN. Come on, y'all went to school together. Y'all went to school together. Lean over. Talk about your ass breath. Hit him with the ass breath. Go ahead.
What do you want to know?
Go ahead.
What do you want to know?
Tell them how you eat. How many assholes have you ate? Can you think of it?
Count.
You definitely. All right, let's just think about this. You in the 50s or in the 20s? Just asshole.
He needs an accountant.
30s? 30s? He's an ass eater.
Some of them will bleach too.
We're gonna make a commercial for you. We're gonna make a commercial for you. If you need your ass bleached, Eddie Giggs will teach. This is a fact. You know what I mean? Yeah, make some noise for Eddie Giggs. Follow him at Eddie Giggs and Raekwon. We want to let you know, man, the liquor provider today is my, Best Buy Liquors, man. They got four liquor stores, two in Kendall, one in Cutler Ridge.
And the Ranger.
Cutler Bay or Cutler Ridge?
Cutler Bay.
Cutler Bay. You know what I'm saying? They provided the liquor that we getting drunk off tonight.
Best Buy Liquors.
At Best Buy Liquors, hit them on. Yo, and we got a bartender. I don't know if you peeped that. We was trying to show
where you
off
at, Amanda?
because we got Raekwon here, so we got people pouring our drinks. Her name is Amanda. Amanda, come over here and say hi to the people. Last time everybody wanted to say who is why she ain't say nothing. We added a girl to the show. We had too much testosterone, a lot of pool sticks, and no pockets. It wasn't working out. So we added a girl to the show. Say what's up. Say where you from. Go ahead.
Yo, what up? It's your girl Amanda Esco. I'm from the Bronx, New York.
And what's your Instagram and all that so the people know?
Amanda_Esco, ESCO.
Alright, then welcome her to the Drink Champs. Hit her up on her Instagram, and it's going down like that. She's the drink pourer.
Well, yeah.
You feel me? Raekwon, now I see now the Joe Button shit. I seen when y'all snuffed them. That was hard. That was hard. That was hard. Yo, listen. That was hard. Give me hot.
What a segue into that.
No, because Joe but listen, here's the deal. I thought Joe, like, you know, Joe's my man. He's a cool guy.
Obviously not with the comedy.
No, I'm just saying. It's a history. It's a historic moment in hip hop.
Okay.
Right? So, how did that start? He said something to you about, he said Method Man is overrated or something, right?
You know, it's so ill. It's like, I ain't even really... Number one, I like Joe now. You know what I mean? Based on the fact that I could have gotten some trouble behind that back then. You know what I mean?
I'm getting to that.
You know,
but go ahead.
that was serious to me, and he didn't give me away. You know what I mean? So
it was kidnapping.
I respect. I didn't say it. He said it. You know
it was
what I mean?
kidnapping like a motherfucker.
I don't think
I seen the tape. I seen the tape.
Nah, they just hung out in the room for a little bit. They just hung out in the room for a little bit.
Listen.
He was talking wild shit.
But you know,
then you seen him.
Yeah.
And then y'all spoke, and then he went and talked wild shit again, and then him and Mickey Fats said some shit, and then y'all seen them. What happened right from there?
Yeah, I mean, you know.
The tape is destroyed, but it's not in my memory though, sir.
Nah,
I still have it in my memory.
You know what it was? It was just a moment that it was just getting taken too far out of hand, and I tried to neutralize it.
You know what's my favorite part of the
I tried
video?
to neutralize it.
When you put his hat back on. He was like, "Here, young man." Yo, I said this nigga Raekwon is a mobster. Yo, when you snuff a nigga and put his hat back on. Oh my God. Yo, you a different type of nigga. Yo, listen to me. You can't front on me, man. I see the tape. Go ahead.
I didn't hit him.
I didn't say you hit him.
I didn't hit him.
But you put his hat back on. That's what makes it worse.
It's like you might as well.
That's what makes it worse. Because yo, let me tell you something. I ain't never I met mobsters, like real mobsters. I met mafioso niggas, but I've never actually seen them do mafioso shit. This was the closest thing to this is mafioso shit, my nigga. He made them niggas. He made Mickey Fax Google it. Remember? I remember all this. He made Google. He made because they said Mickey Fax. Like, didn't you say something? He was like, no. He's like, get on the computer. Nigga got on the computer, pulled it up. This is crazy. This is way long ago, way more than 7 years ago. But
was it at Rock the Bells? Was it at Rock the Bells?
This was Rock the Bells. So how do you feel about when you see him still going off like that? Did you feel like he should have learned his lesson from there?
I don't give a fuck about what niggas
making noise for Raekwon not giving a fuck. Come on.
As long as it ain't got nothing to do with him.
I'm not worried about what another nigga doing or how he moving or whatever.
But how did y'all squash it? What happened?
Nah, you know, we never really squashed it. We left it alone. You know,
that's
it wasn't, you know,
shit.
My thing is like I said, you know, I respect Slaughterhouse, you know, as a group, and I fuck with them niggas, you know what I mean? Like a lot of them niggas, I like them niggas, and it was just left alone, you know. But like I said, Joe, he could have put me in a situation where I could have been fucked up, and by him being a stand-up on that level. I fell all the way back because it's like, you know, we ain't here for that. But I really was just trying to neutralize it and just say, yo, listen, my nigga, you got to deal with meth, but you can't be talking shit because I'm out here on the road with niggas.
Tell them,
we all here together, so you can't eat my man in front of me.
Tell them, Ray.
You can't eat my man.
Oh, geez, nigga, we ain't moving back,
so,
nigga.
You know, it just got to the point. It just got to the point where we had to address him and just finish it. You know what I mean? Like just finish it. That's all.
It's got deep, baby. It's got deep. Joe Buttons, you listen, this is your invitation to the podcast.
Now we need
everybody else is flying to Miami. Joe Buttons, come out here. Yeah, shout out Buttons. Nah, this is back in the days. I seen the tape, and the tape got destroyed. I don't know what happened, but that tape should have got destroyed because it was hands down kidnapping.
You foul, man.
Nah, fuck that, my nigga. Listen, it's real shit. But yo, your legacy is so crazy, Ray. You know what I mean? You guys did that. The Jodeci. What was it? Case?
The remix. Come and talk to me.
Got stacks like the international house.
That is the best joint.
The band makes.
Yeah, that is the craziest joint.
Body. Woo! And yo, Casey and JoJo was on fire at that time. How much cocaine did they do at the video shoot?
Oh shit.
Or at the session.
Nah, we was drinking that night,
You was
man.
drinking?
Yo, you's a federale, man.
We was drinking that night.
I'm a fan. I be wanting to know.
We was drinking, but I'm the type of nigga that know that niggas is getting it in. Because that was the era, though.
That was that era.
They used to pass me blow, and I'm like, nah, nigga, I'm retired. I don't go there no more, you know what I mean? But that was the era. It was like a lot of times niggas would listen to Cuban Linx and be like, yo, when they see me, they like, yo, I'm in that world.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie, because Cuban Linx, y'all niggas was like,
Sniffing like
Cuban Linx, it made you want to smoke.
It took me a mad long time to realize that was that noise. Like I just thought, I swear to God, I just thought it was. I thought it was RZA, like making sounds. I didn't realize niggas was going. Yo. That's that.
I was doing that, man.
That was you.
Yeah, man.
And you back in the days, were you sniffing like that or no?
I fucked around.
Let's make some noise for him fucking around.
Shit.
That was that word.
Nigga, you know, back then, you know, you know, one thing you gotta remember, when niggas is getting high back then, it was a sense of power that you had that you had to do a different kind of high from a nigga.
Cause it's expensive.
You know what I mean? It's an expensive taste high. It's not to down you.
Look at Ray.
For my niggas,
he's opening up.
for my niggas,
This is where he's.
Somebody get some cocaine over here.
Let's go.
Who got the gun? Somebody get it. Yeah, Miami.
what are you doing?
Let's go.
Mr. Lee got it.
I don't even trust the blow that they got on the street right now, even if I was in that world. But nah, that was just me at my best, man, and just getting high and just feeling like Montana for real, like you know the movie. We love the movie.
No, we love the movie.
We love Scarface. We respect Spanish niggas, man. Like Spanish niggas is
the
niggas
connect.
that
They the connect.
them niggas save niggas. You know what I mean?
Tell them they the
you know
connect.
you know how
Let's
you
go,
got the
Raekwon.
bodega corner niggas that they used to hold the ratchets for niggas like, yo, where the Cubans and shit. You be like, yo, let me see your shirt real quick. Looking at it like, yo, what are you like, yo, Poppy, don't touch that, don't touch that. You know what I mean? Like, we love Spanish niggas, and I always was, you know, a fan of how they went and put in work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Put in work.
That's a fact, baby. Let's make some noise for cocaine and Spanish niggas, goddammit. Now, who like, I already asked you who's the famous person you smoked with, but who was like the most famous person that told you they was a fan of you or told you they was a fan of
That'd
Wu-Tang?
be a lot of people.
Or Wu-Tang.
Shit,
That fucked you up.
Nah, on the real, you know who I seen one night? Seen my nigga Lionel Richie, man.
Oh, shit.
You know what I'm saying? I'm big on that R&B, you know, that
lie.
music, that whole music
Of course.
time. You know, we go back to the rec room parties where they used to bring push the washer and dry out of the rec room and let niggas hang out in there and smoke. But that whole 80s era. And then I met that nigga.
Lionel Richie, what happened? Where was this at? LA?
This
feels like
this
you
is
about to
in
say
LA.
Okay.
This is in LA. We was at a Air Jordan party or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
boy.
it was some big shit, some other shit. And I just seen him, right? And we walked up to him, and I said, yo, what up? You know what I mean? I said, what up, brother? How you doing? And he was like, oh, man, if Marvin was here right now, he was talking about Marvin Gaye.
Of course.
This is what he said to me. He's like, yo.
Now, Lionel Richie we talking about.
Yeah, Lionel Richie.
Let's
He's like,
keep going.
yo, if Marvin Gaye was here right now, we'd have been doing it with y'all niggas.
Wow.
That's what he said to me.
Imagine that.
So
Lionel Richie.
me knowing Marvin history and then looking at this man's history, that was some serious shit, because whatever he was doing, he was thinking about Marvin. And I look at it like a lot of the artists, they hung with each other. They, you know what I mean? Like, fuck music. We just real niggas. And it made me think of how certain niggas in the business I got relationships with.
Right.
You know what I mean? And the way he said it was like, yo, that nigga's a stand-up nigga. He would have been right here with us, wanting to do things with y'all niggas.
Right.
And that was just some influential shit for me right there.
Yeah, let's make some noise.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
You know what's crazy?
Hang out with Lionel Richie, nigga.
Yeah, if I would have seen Lionel Richie, I'd have walked the other way. Like, I'd have been scared of that nigga, my nigga, for real. My mom's played that nigga in the crib. And Marvin Gaye, too. Hot grits, nigga. Shit's real.
I seen Stevie Wonder, too, and shit, and I couldn't even approach him, like you said. It was like, You know, he couldn't even see me if I wanted to. You know what I mean? But I still wouldn't
you don't
approach
know,
him.
maybe.
Certain stars, you don't even.
Did you meet Michael
want to
Jackson?
touch them.
Did you meet Michael Jackson?
Yeah, I met Mike.
Nah.
Word the A thing. Word the A.
What's up,
word
Michael
the-
Jackson?
Word the A
Raekwon
drink on the
story
table.
like?
man.
Right. I
Word the A drink
I gotta
on the
take
table,
a drink
man.
before you start. Okay.
Yeah, I met him.
Where was it at and where?
We was in.
Describe the time.
Let's crack this right here.
That's aguardiente.
What is it? It's
That's
rum?
Colombian cocaine.
Don't scare him from.
Colombian white. It says Colombian white.
The bottle is stupid. I want to taste it. Try.
This is my baby right here.
You gonna crack it?
Notice, let me tell you something. I would warn Raekwon by like mixing drinks, but I've seen this nigga do this
White is
plenty of times.
He's drinking.
Now I seen him drink Henny and white on the same night. Like this. But you sure you want to do this? This is how
Yeah, I want
Colombian.
to sip it. I want to sip on
This
it.
is how Colombian people die. They just go in there and they drink this.
Take a shot.
Like this is
Take a little shot.
what's that shit? You for Asia. It's you for Asia. Good.
It's good.
It's Colombian. It tastes like licorice.
He's an old school wino.
can
Let's
drink
make
that.
noise for him being an old school wino.
Not bad.
Yo, this shit tastes like that shit that used to have the
Licorice.
sparkles in it. What's that shit? Goldschlager.
Gold slide. Oh, the gold leaf.
Goldschlager.
The gold leaf.
Got a
God damn, look at
Goldschlager taste.
Raekwon. He know his liquors, man.
Good, my nigga. Good, my
Yeah,
nigga.
let's hit that.
Come on, man.
What were we talking about? I was in
Michael Jackson, man.
Michael Jackson, yeah, we need the Michael Jackson story.
Nah,
yeah.
yo, Michael Jackson had big hands, man.
What? What?
Don't tell Donald Trump that.
It got weird.
Yo, nah, super real talk, B.
But where was y'all at? You remember where you was at?
Yeah, we was in Miami. We was out here.
Oh, y'all met Michael in Miami? Where the fuck was that?
He was in
was in the-
Kendall.
nah, you know what it was?
Kendall.
We was in the Hit Factory in the studio. You know, me and Ghost. That's when we was living out here in Miami.
Okay,
like,
okay.
I lived out in Miami for like 2 years, and we was working on the album and all of that. And you know, we was in the Hit Factory, and next thing you know, we looking through the blinds, like we hear all these cars coming in the driveway. There's a bunch of black vehicles just pulling up out of nowhere. Boom, 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 boom. We like, yo, looking through the blinds, like, yo, who the fuck is that?
Right.
You know, and next thing you know, it's just Michael just jumped out with his 2 kids, just
Right.
him by himself.
Right.
So next thing you know, we looking like, oh shit, that's Michael Jackson.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Michael Jackson.
Right.
It's like, yo, that might have been the time my heart, skipped for real.
For sure.
Right.
And next thing you know, he started to walk towards our room, from the outside. So me and Ghost, we like, oh shit, the niggas coming this way.
Y'all got
So we
nervous.
sat down. So we sat down like,
Y'all got
like,
your
like
gear
this.
fresh?
We sat
Y'all
down,
make
like,
sure niggas was
ironed
fresh?
out real quick.
Okay.
Like, yo, they walked in and shit. He walked in and shit. He walked in with the owner of the Hit Factory. And when he walked in, it was like, all we did was just look up to him like, what's up, Mike? How you doing?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, how you doing, Mike?
Right.
And yo, he kicked it with us for like around a good,
But so Mike knew
good
who
9
y'all was?
minutes.
Or did y'all have to introduce yourself, or he was?
Nah,
or he was
we had to introduce ourselves,
Right.
my nigga. Like,
Right.
and Ghost, it made me laugh too, cause Ghost is like, yo, he was telling Mike, like, yo, I did your joint over. He was like, yo, I did your joint over. Mike was like, word, which one? You know what I'm
He
saying?
didn't say word.
He was like, which one? So, and Mike was just acting like, like, Ghost was like, yo, you heard it? He was like, nah, I ain't really hear it though. Yo, that shit was, man, it was super funny, man.
Right.
I had to call my mother and all that after that, B.
Right,
and
right.
Tell her like, yo, I met Mike,
Right.
It's just something about.
And this is pre-Instagram era, because back then you would have had
It
the
was
flicks
funny,
and
man.
all that. Like, niggas don't do.
Yeah, we
niggas,
didn't wanna jump
We
up
didn't do
into
that
that.
back then.
And they
yeah.
probably wouldn't have done it
Yeah.
anyways.
Nah, you don't do that.
Yeah, yeah.
When you see a star power, nigga, you just want him to be comfortable.
Like that Raekwon blunt
You know
that
what
you
I mean?
rolled. You rolled that like an hour ago, and you ain't
come
like
on,
it.
man. Come on, man.
You don't like that.
Come on, keep coming.
So yo,
'cause I want,
listen. So we also have great OJ stories on here. Did you ever meet OJ?
OJ Simpson?
Yes, sir.
Nah, never.
You ain't meet OJ? All right, how about Prince?
You met OJ?
Yeah, I got flicks of it already.
Ooh,
yeah, we blew that story up. But did you? How about Prince? How about you ever met Prince?
Nah, never met.
How about
Prince.
Justin Bieber or Justin Timberlake?
You fishing.
This is our TMZ clips. We speak about them TMZ.
We look at TMZ.
We trying to hold you down, TMZ. We got the Michael Jackson. I think we might pass the Michael. That was hard. That story was hard. But
I never met.
Yeah, I smoked with Wesley Snipes.
Oh yeah, Snipes.
I smoked with Wesley Snipes.
That's live.
Then the next day he was like, "Yo, come with me to a karate competition." I was like, "Alright, cool." And I can't, I don't give a fuck about no fucking karate. So I was in the joint. He's like, "You know that's just." I was like, "Yeah." Definitely Wesley Snipes. But the nigga was Wesley Snipes at the moment. I'm like, I hate karate. Like I shoot people. Like the fuck am I watching a karate class for? But I was there. I did her shit. It was like a karate Olympics. I'm sitting there acting like I like it.
Stupid.
And and we went to Club Cheetahs, and he had so many Asian bitches with him. Big up to Wesley Snipes. We're looking for you.
Snipes.
We would like Wesley Snipes to be
that'd
our
be
first
crazy.
actor on the Drink Champs. I know I'm following you on Twitter. I know you following me. I never hit you on there, but that night we hung out is classic. And I also heard a night where Nas hung out with Denzel Washington, and these niggas started smoking weed, and Jungle took the blunt from Denzel and was like, "Nigga, you Malcolm X." I heard of this story. So Jungle from QB, I know you can co-sign this story. This is a story I heard. That's my brother, Jungle from QB. If you out there, come on, Drink Champ, and let's describe the story. Did you hear about Bobby Brown frying chicken with cocaine? You didn't hear about that? Bobby Brown fries chicken, the flour.
Didn't DMX tell us he does it with Coca-Cola?
No, I don't know.
No, wasn't it something like that?
No, that was Bobby Brown. That's the Bobby Brown story. That's the fly story in existence. Nigga said one day he fried chicken with Coke. Well, Coke as the actual
Flour.
crust. How did you think that chicken?
Bananas.
How do you think that chicken tastes, Raekwon?
That shit was fucking. God damn.
It was numbing.
That shit.
Nigga, whole body numb. Nigga, small intestines is fucked up. Just confused. It's numb and all that.
That's another level, B.
So Ray, I asked you.
I hung out with niggas in the hood too that did
That
wild
fried
shit.
chicken with cocaine?
Nah, niggas that jumped off the roof and lived. We knew niggas.
That
Yo.
How many stories?
You know when I say hang out with them, meaning like we see him in the hood or whatever.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But some niggas, like believe it or not, man. A lot of times we still gotta watch out for niggas that throw shit in niggas' drinks, man.
Straight up.
I knew a nigga one time.
That's fucked up.
That's
And
right.
Wet Willie's.
These niggas
I've never
be
been to
getting
Wet
hit.
Willie's since.
Right.
But he had a half a Molly here, a half a Molly here, half a Molly here, half a Molly here, half a Molly here, half a Molly. And then he just stood there. And then the bitches came and he was like, y'all want drinks? And he was like, yeah. He ordered drinks. You could never see it. And then all he did was pick up the drinks like this.
Wow.
And then he served the shit. I said, wow, you going to hell.
So why you stopped going to Wet Willie's?
I mean,
you thought he was gonna do it to you?
No, I don't know. It's just like it was undetectable. Like if he didn't tell me,
Right.
like he was chilling. He gave me a 5 and everything. The shit won't move. But then when he grabs the drinks, that's how he did it. He grabbed the drink and then he did it. I was like,
That's some slime shit.
shit.
That's
And then
dirty.
20 minutes later, the bitches was like, yo, you know where we can buy ecstasy? He was like, of course. He had it on him the whole time. Boom! They was already on this shit. So yeah, this is crazy. But you spiking drinks. Did you go to Studio 54? You ever went
I've
there?
never been in there.
Come on. Isn't that
never
mad
been in
long?
It's the 80s, nigga.
Yeah, why would he be going there?
Nah, I never went
Never
there.
know. That was the shit. You know what I mean? That was that
Nah,
era.
we was niggas that was going to
like
Red
that's actually the
Parrot.
nigga you went
Red
to Willie
Parrot.
Burgers.
You heard of Red Parrot?
Red Parrot. Where was that
Red
at?
Parrot. That was in the city. That was, that was in the city. It was a lot.
How about the
of
original
Union
Fever
Square,
in the Bronx?
Union Square, the Fever, all that.
I've been in the Fever.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, I've been in the
that's
Fever.
the
I don't know
groovy
what
era
that's like.
of hip hop right there.
That's-
That era was just a
You should just put your beard and
super
give it to me
era
right
one
now.
right there. For real.
That was the real shit.
Yeah, that's the real.
That's the real era, man. Like that's one thing I could say about us. Like
Right.
just coming up with a bunch of niggas that just come from nothing and just using their talent and and they wits to make money and be creative. I felt like that was a big thing, like coming back from the 90s. And, you know, niggas like us, we still around.
Right.
You know, like we outdid some of our OGs.
That's a fact.
You know, and I guess it's because
they probably
looked at it. They probably looked at it like,
see how long
fuck that.
Raekwon had the blunt?
I'm here.
Yeah.
They probably looked at it like, I'm here. I'm gonna do my thing real quick and then I'm gonna let them pass off.
Word.
But we still here doing it, my nigga. We still. That's a blessing. Like 20-something years later,
and relevant people still.
Niggas don't get it like that.
Do you remember your first show in Miami?
Nah, man.
I was at that show.
Listen,
Is that the spot?
Listen, Raekwon, I'm gonna just warn you. Let me warn you. KRS-One came on this show.
Yo, stop with this shit, dude.
He showed him a slipper
No, it was
from 1912. I'm just playing.
Nah, it was at the spot called.
Everything. He
The
remembers
spot was
that.
called Mahi Temple, I believe. I don't know if you remember Mahi
His
Temple.
memory is like an elephant.
And this is what's ill, because I don't think y'all expected the reaction. Because I remember seeing y'all faces when y'all came out on stage. Y'all were like, what?
Miami was
To hear folks in Miami saying the lyrics, going crazy, I remember just seeing y'all faces like, y'all
Shit
were
was
like,
amazing, B. It was,
and it was, the show was crazy.
that's how it's
crazy ass
supposed
show.
to be, man. Anywhere we go, that's how we lay it out, man. You know, Miami, we was fucking with Miami from the Cuban Linx
Yeah.
album. Like, a lot of niggas don't know, I was in Miami writing the album, me and Ghost.
Y'all will always say 95 South on the
You know what
records.
I mean? We was just here. We was here writing, you know, getting that ocean breeze and all that. So Miami is a special part of the town that we always gonna salute. You know what I mean? It's just, like I said, it's you know, it goes back to like I said, growing up with a lot of Spanish niggas and, you know what I'm saying, eating on the same plates and we share a certain kind of respect for the Latin community. You know, my kids is part Latin.
And it's giving back.
Right.
My babies is part Latin. You know what I mean? And
That's a Cuban Linx.
you know, it's all about mankind, man. Mankind, man. We ain't on no other shit, you know?
Now, me and Capone, we did a podcast in front of the Dog Pound, right? And we spoke about, me and Capone, we had a fight. And yeah, Capone snuffed me. I don't know if you know that. But then I slammed him in his head.
You keep adding to that
Even it
story.
out. So, then we asked Havoc who would win in the fight between Havoc and Prodigy. Who would win in the fight between Ghost and Raekwon? If y'all had to square up, just like, it's just brother shit. No world star. No world star. Just in the room.
I'm not gonna lose though, my nigga.
Let's make some noise for Raekwon.
I can't lose. Listen, let me tell you something.
And I'm sure Ghost
Let
was
me
saying
tell
the
you
same
something.
thing about
Let me
himself.
tell you something. I love my nigga.
I whip
one thing
Capone
about
ass,
us.
just in case.
See, one thing
just
about
in case
us.
niggas want to know, I
one
whip
thing-
Capone. I will whip his ass.
But see, one thing
Yeah.
about us is like we would never put hands on each other because it ain't no coming back. Niggas is too sneaky for
Now I'm
that.
coming close to that with Capone.
So
right
you know,
now.
we
Right
never
now.
had to do that. But
We gonna have to shoot a fair one. Come on.
he would do his best to win, and I would do my best to win. But putting your hands on your
And then
brother is like
it's crazy because you ain't really trying to hurt each other. You just
That's
want to
like-
make a point.
Nah, you can't come back
Nah,
from
I ain't
that,
gonna
man.
lie. Me and Capone had a fight, and then we went and performed on stage
In
and, like,
Japan.
Yeah, Japan. And we performed on stage right afterwards. That shit was the bugged out shit in the world. And then in the morning we squashed it and beat it. But when you brothers, you always gotta go through that.
shit. Yeah, you go through that. We never had to share that though. But
Now this last Wu-Tang album came out. It didn't really seem like you co-signed it. It seemed like you know what I mean. Like it was a little like dispute between you and RZA at first, and then at the last final quarter, it was like the final quarter of the game, and you came in. Like, why was that? For the fans.
it's hard sometimes to make the fans understand what you're going through with your business, with your brothers, And sometimes it just be, you know what, I gotta stand for something, I'm gonna fall for anything. And, as brothers, we try to work shit out or whatever. And at the end of the day, I don't never want to disappoint the fans, but,
Right.
Business is business. The last thing you want to do is feel like you getting rooked by your brother.
Right.
That's some real super betrayal bullshit right there. So,
Right.
it was just a lot of bullshit in the air, but it got fixed up in time. And,
Right.
like I said, I'm always represent. I want the world to know it ain't never an issue with my brothers.
Right,
Them.
right,
It's the
right.
business that
Gets in the middle.
You
We
know,
got
if you don't know
babies to feed.
if you don't know what's going on with my business, you can't be mad why I'm going through what I'm going through.
Right.
But you subjected to it, and that's what it be sometimes. It just be. But so far everything is good money, and family is family. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm Wu forever. Like that's never gonna ever go anywhere, B.
Right.
That's there for life, man.
So let me ask you, like
W.
when you see things like that, and you see like Lil Wayne going through it with Baby, like what is your position on that? Like, is it like, damn, I can see how that is because there's brothers. It's pretty
I
much,
can
even though
relate.
they say it's a father and son shit, but it's
I
brothers.
can relate superly because
Right.
it's just all about being fair and being real with your brother.
Right. Exactly.
So everybody went through this shit, man. I mean, from Ron Isley robbing the Isleys, robbing his brothers while they dead, and you know what I mean, doing all kind of wild shit. You know what I mean? It's like you never know. So when you see shit like that happen to you, you gotta approach it, and you gotta let a nigga know, like, yo, man, we can't move like this.
Right.
That's fucked up.
Right.
Niggas get, and you try to deal with it and say, you know what, don't do it again.
Right.
And you try to live that out.
Right.
And that's what it's all about. It's all about being real. I don't never want my A to feel like, I'm down with you, but I'm not down with you, If something bothering you, I gotta know what's bothering you, especially if it's gonna fuck up our friendship.
Right.
Sometimes when you talk to them, you gotta be like, to let them know it's real, you gotta be like, yo, word to our friendship. Word to our friendship.
Oh, I'm taking that, goddammit.
So he no automatic, he
Right.
said the friendship, so that's different.
Like if
That's
you don't keep
different.
your word, the shit is cut off.
And sometimes niggas fall out like that, man. Like,
Right.
you wanna fuck with niggas because you love niggas, but you can't be loving a nigga more than he love you, B. Don't do
That's
that.
deep.
Don't do that.
That's deep. Let's take a shot.
No,
Even playing field.
take a shit out for that.
Yeah, no, that's deep shit. Keep dropping the science, girl.
It's self-explanatory. It's about just knowing who you're around and knowing at the end of the day that, yo, if I'm looking at you like a real man, just be a real man.
Right.
Stand for something with me and know if I got a problem with something, I'm bringing it to you so we can fix it and move on. But we can't be acting like...
Because it got to be weird for you because...
It's a lot of us.
You made that Only Beautiful Cuban Linx 2. And that was like, you really did it on your own label, and you actually conducted that sound. You kept it... What year was that?
That was a minute ago.
But you kept it, whatever year that was, you kept it up to date, but still it sounded like a Wu-Tang album.
Yeah.
So like I know doing that next Wu album, I think like you don't think you should have had it to been an executive producer, you the dude picking the beats and things like that. Do you think that album would have came out a little better? Like
It's hard. I mean, it's hard when you want to try to dictate what you think everybody else gonna like. It's like niggas don't feel like, yo, you deserve that crown. But it ain't even like you trying to look at it like you better than the nigga. You just trying to add on and say, yo, nah, this is what it is. But when you dealing with so many different minds in the building, it's like, damn, how I'm gonna get to 8 niggas and let them know what I'm feeling.
Right.
You know, and then sometimes it's like, yo, you might be on your horse that niggas feel like, yo, you up there, nigga, stop it. That's where your head is at. I'm right here, so it's hard to tell your brothers what you might feel is ill. All we could do is just try to create together and come up with something.
now the Secret Wu-Tang album that got sold for $2 million.
Martin Shkreli? What is his name?
Secret piece, right?
What's that dude's name?
Martin Shkreli.
Did you ever hear the album?
Did I hear the whole album?
Yeah.
I don't know, nah, I ain't hear it.
That's crazy.
Whoa.
That's absolutely insane.
Whoa.
But you're on it, right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
You're on it.
Whoa. No, I never knew that, my nigga. I thought oh shit, you fucking me up. Like I'm befuddled right now.
Let me get some water too. Got some water?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh
I got
shit.
social water.
Seltzer water?
So, nah, I can't do this.
This is Drink Champs, Raekwon. We don't have water and shit like that. I'm sorry, my brother. Wait a minute, you
Water
ain't
is
hear the
water.
album though, God?
Nah,
It's
you
the
know.
train. This is the
I ain't
Elliot
know
Wilson
shit.
train.
Elliot
Every
Wilson
time
train.
we get into
The fuck
a
is
good,
that, a helicopter?
Like, yeah,
that's the Wilson train.
Elliot
It's
Wilson,
Elliot
he just
Wilson train.
sabotages us. Every time we get into a good part of the
Send the train,
interview,
send the train.
this is how we know we in the good part of the interview right now. But you never heard this album. What's it called? You know what it's called?
It's called, hold up.
That's how much he hasn't heard it.
Hold up. What is it called? Something to Shaolin.
Nah, come on,
Something
ass. We
Shaolin.
can't Google
It's
that.
not Once Upon a Time.
Once upon a time in
is?
Shaolin.
Once upon,
Okay.
yeah. And you've never heard it, but you know your verses is on there.
Yeah.
And it sold
And
for what? 1 million?
2 million. So
Two.
and that was
pieces.
spread throughout the Wu-Tang.
Yeah, that was, you know, that ain't had nothing to do with me.
Oh man.
Oh shit, right?
It don't sound right. It don't sound right.
Nah,
My
you know
heart
what it
just
is?
dropped.
Nah,
Yeah.
you know what it is though? It was something that hit my desk, and I felt like it was genuine. It was a genuine thought.
Right.
And you know, my thing is running around the table and make sure everybody feel the same way about it. And thank you. And you know, some niggas wasn't fond of it. But the situation
Of the
was,
album.
yeah, because
Y'all knew who y'all was selling it to?
But the
or-
concept was pretty ill, though. The idea was ill.
Let me get to it. So you
What,
know,
what was the concept? I didn't know.
the concept was just to do an album that
It's an art
was
piece.
sold as an art piece,
Yeah.
like you know something
That's
that
an
niggas
ill
do.
idea.
You know, so I was up to it on that level,
Right.
and I knew that at the end of the day, you know what, it'll work itself out.
Right.
But it's something that's needed. Let's do it before the next nigga do it. Let's do it for niggas that think like us, do the same shit, and the next thing you know, we ain't do it because we didn't do it. But meanwhile, when it got sold, I guess whoever was dealing with it, RZA, they was handling it.
The
So, you
business
know,
part?
Yeah, they was handling it. I mean, I didn't care because I already caught a check from it
Okay.
already, so it's like
Okay.
I already had my shit already on it. You know, but when it came down to the whole situation and
So y'all had a set check. Didn't matter what it sold for later.
yeah, it was just really that I felt like I already got paid for it. So
Right.
I wasn't chasing it, but
Right.
that money should have been going around the table.
Right.
You know, but however that got broken down or whatever,
Wow.
I wasn't there to see it. I didn't get nothing.
Now, what would you wish this guy? What's his name? Martin
Shkreli?
Shkreli?
Some shit.
What do you think? Because do you want that album to be heard, or you don't really? It's whatever to you.
Nah, I mean, you know, shit, let motherfuckers hear it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he
Martin
ain't even heard
Shkreli,
I
come
wanna
on,
hear
the
that
Drink
shit.
Champs.
Yeah. I mean, he had the beef with Ghost.
Oh, word.
That's the
Yeah,
dude that
yeah,
had
beef with Ghost?
the dudes in the back with the
Bullshit beef.
yeah.
Oh, I do remember that.
He's a clown.
Super wig beef.
Talking craziness.
Listen, come up here, come to Drink Champs, Martin Shkreli. This is N.O.R.E. I didn't say all the other shit that everybody else said. I want to hear this out. Come on here and play.
Nah, he's welcome on Drink Champs. I want to hear what the fuck he
own
got to
it.
say.
Nobody can't download this podcast. Come on here and play that.
He played the album on Drink Champs.
That'd be hard. Listen,
That would
that'd
be
hard.
crazy.
That'd be for the culture, because nobody can't download it. They can just listen to the podcast. A couple of joints at least.
Play that shit, man.
5.5 joints. Play them.
Play that shit.
So that's what you would wish he would throw that out, because you didn't hear the complete product, right?
I ain't hear it, my nigga.
So what's up with Cuban Linx 3?
Oh, shit.
What's up with Cuban Linx 3? What we doing? What we doing, man? The fans want to know, man. The purple arrow. What do you call it?
I'm gonna be honest with you right now. That's like a fucking Egyptian, fucking Muhammad Ali statue. That shit is just tucked away on y'all niggas. Y'all ain't getting
But
it.
have you been working on it secretly?
Of course.
Yeah, you can tell the way he just said.
Come on, that, you know, we gotta close it out, but we not closing it out right now because it's like it gotta be organic. It can't be rushed. It can't be rushed. So I'm gonna continue to still give niggas new shit and give you great sound, great hip hop. When niggas hear my shit, niggas will know that he the same nigga. He clever. He from the clever era. You know what I mean? You know.
Right. Yep.
We
No,
from
I'm
the
listening.
creative. I'm gonna give you creative shit. I'm gonna give you, you know, cycles of excitement. It's gonna get excited
on that part 3.
Part 3 is just gonna be.
Now that's the last? That's the last one, or
we gotta close the door on that one.
So that's it. We gotta close.
We gotta close the door on that.
Did we just break an exclusive story again?
I think so.
That Cuban Linx 3 is on the way. Did we just do
it's
that?
around. It's around,
You know
but
what I'm
it's. I'm just telling you, it ain't coming out right now. It's like it's not, but it's always something that I'm taking into consideration and still saying, you know what? I know my niggas want that, you know what I mean? But we gotta close it with a trilogy, but the energy just gotta be where it need to be. When you making great albums, it's like you do it because you love to do it, but you also do it
because
it's only right to do it.
That's right.
So I want to walk into it like that and really just say, yo, it's time. You know what I mean? When we do that one, we do it. But right now, I'm having fun making other albums and just being creative and doing what I normally do. You know? I'm going to always give y'all niggas good music. You know, it's just all about who really ready to listen. You know, and I think of niggas from my era, of course, the young niggas, you know, they always invited to come in and dance with the music with me. I fuck with niggas, you know what I mean? All the young niggas. But I'm gonna continue to represent that great music that we made. That mean a lot, you know. Niggas hear our voices and niggas love it.
Now, who was your favorite CEO you ever worked with?
For my who?
Favorite CEO, like in a record label, like you know.
Was it Steve Rifkin?
That's a long ass train.
It's the Elliott Wilson train. Did we tell you?
No, that's B-Dot's train now.
No, this is B-Dot's train. This is B-Dot's train. Every time we go something good.
Yeah.
Killing
Got a locomotive coming through, right?
This is real shit. I respect it. I respect it, man. They go hard.
It's like
Who's
the
your
midnight train to
Yeah,
Georgia.
yeah.
Night train.
Yeah, I used to run trains in Shaolin a lot, but different type of trains, right?
These niggas the king of trains. Nigga.
But your favorite CEO?
Oh nah, you know, I'm gonna get that crown to so many young niggas doing it though, you know.
But that you worked with, that put out your music, you worked with.
That's a deep one. You still hear that, right?
That's the of the trains.
The trains.
Of the
train
train.
set.
Shit passed by for like
That shit is the
You gotta give us that
alligator right
CEO. You gotta give us that CEO, Ray. You can say yourself now if you want to be
Selfish.
selfish. We got love for selfish people over here. And petty motherfuckers. We fuck with them over here.
Nah, you know, I'll definitely get that crown. I say Chris Lighty though.
Okay.
Chris Lighty,
He
god
was
damn
always
it.
around. He was always
God.
around.
It's crazy. I've been thinking about Chris Lighty all day. Let's make some noise for Chris Lighty and I gotta let you finish. What you were saying? You said he was around, okay.
Yeah, and you know, he used to be around Steve a lot, and you know, they was doing their thing, and you know, a lot of times he would always come around and like say, yo, y'all niggas is super powerful. Y'all gotta.
When you
y'all
say
gotta
Steve,
put
you
it
talking about
there."
Steve Style?
Nah, Rifkin.
Oh, Rifkin, okay.
Yeah. That's when Chris was.
Right.
You know, they used to work together.
Right.
And you know, he used to be around, and you know, he would tell us like, yo, y'all brand, man. Everything. This is a brand gang, man. And we used to listen, and you know, he was just always about motivating niggas to do other shit, and you know, get on big TV shows and all that. You know, niggas talking about reality shows back then. You know, wanting to see niggas get on it, but we not really that type of personality crew that, you know, a reality show would make sense.
Right.
You
Just
know,
reminded me, you went. MTV took you to Sierra Leone, right?
Oh,
or
yeah.
somewhere in Africa.
Africa, yes.
I
That
remember
was the
seeing
diamond
that
shit.
shit.
Yeah, that was the diamond
That shit was crazy.
I thought you was just gonna die, nigga. Shit was
You know, like
real.
that shit impacted you
Shit was-
heavily.
Yeah, like how was that? Let's
that
describe.
shit was stupid crazy, man. Going out there, once I got there, I kissed the ground, like, you know. the motherland. You know what I mean? That was beautiful right there, just to go home and just. But then when we got there,
It was crazy.
the hotel was like. It was like the hood with chandeliers.
Yeah, it's not a
man.
hotel.
What?
It was like the hood with chandeliers. You know what I mean?
It was
And
fucked up. I've
you
never
know,
been to Africa.
You could see it.
It wasn't fucked
I've
up
never
though.
been to Africa.
Nah, it wasn't fucked up though. It was just, it was different. You know what I mean? Like, you know, they had to sign a lot of papers and shit. Like,
They
you
had
know,
these
where-
shine papers. That's why I didn't go to
Yeah.
Africa one time. I was
take mad shots
I was
to
on
go
my
out
way to
there.
somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was on my way to somewhere else. They was like, it's close. It's like, yeah, you gotta go. You gotta get a shot. I was like, a shot.
like a tetanus
I ain't
shot or
letting
some
niggas
shit.
inject
Nah,
me with
you
nothing.
do.
So I
You
ain't
do.
get.
You had to go. I had to do that shit. You know
But
what I
you
mean?
saw people that were like mutilated or some shit, right?
Nah, not
What?
mutilated.
I thought
What happened
they
just
took you
now?
to a spot.
What?
And those
Nah,
people fucked up.
you know what it is? We went to an amputee
That's
village.
what it was. Yeah, okay.
Like where everybody just is amputated, you know, kids and everything. I didn't want to see that. I didn't want
You
to
stayed
walk
like in the
through
bus
there.
or something at that point.
It was deep. It was like a journey,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a pillage for like 14 days out there, you know, talking about the diamonds and all that. But they were just taking us places where the rebels came through and they tore shit up. You know, they came through there aggressive and, you know me, I want to know why they did it. Like, why you do that?
Right.
You know, but it was just a big journey of learning why things happen like that.
They took you out
know.
to Liberia? No, right?
Nah, we never. Nah,
Did they have a W
I was in
hotel
like
out
the
there?
Brownsville of Africa, B.
There's no W.
No, there's no W.
Then I'm not-
There's beautiful parts in
No,
Africa.
South
too.
Africa is
I'm
ill.
interested.
Yo, let me tell you something. It's banging parts from what I heard. You know what I mean? But where I went the
No,
first
they
time,
took y'all to the craziest
where
spot.
I went for the first time was the hood. B, like niggas is walking around with what you call them shits?
Crutches.
Nah, them shit, not the little green lights in the hand, like a
lantern?
like a green lantern. Yeah, like a lantern.
Niggas walking around with
We just
green
walk
lanterns.
around
The fuck happened to Africa?
I mean,
what the
dog.
fuck is going on? Africa, please book me. I've never been to Africa, please.
You say you didn't want to go there.
No, I want to go. Show me
Nah,
what's
you gotta
equivalent
go,
to a W.
We got some
like,
drink
But
champs
yo, when
fans
they
over
get
there.
fresh though, they get super fresh though, man.
like Zamunda fresh, like
Nah, I'm talking about nah, them
like
ain't nah.
coming to America fresh.
Nah, them niggas, yo, I ain't gonna front. The living conditions they was living under was serious. But when my party was that night and whatever, and they came out, the shit was like being in the Bronx or some shit, B. Like it was, everybody was just chilling. I was proud for that.
Listen, Africa, please book me. I've never been. Rakim, yo, I'm gonna avoid you.
Yeah.
But everybody else, you heard of Rakim, yo, the promoter?
Let's do
Nah.
that.
Yeah,
Kidnapping
they just
motherfuckers?
kidnap you. He just kidnap you.
Nah, they do that out there though.
Yeah, what?
They sometimes they
It's
don't
normal,
want
you
you
heard
to
them?
leave, you know.
That's where you learn your
Something,
kidnapping shit
something,
from.
But I kidnap nobody.
Hold up.
Stop
I'm
it.
fucking with you. I'm fucking
Nah,
with you.
I know.
Yo, but now I've been waiting to ask this question the whole night. I'm gonna be honest. I need an uncut, untold, old dirty bastard story. Listen, man, I got one, but I just needed to hear it on this show. It should never be an old dirty bastard story told first, unless it's coming from Wu-Tang.
That's real.
We want the funniest, retardedest, whatever. The first thing that comes to mind, we taking it. It don't like we need the old dirty bastard story. He's a legend. He's
Super duper legend.
super duper legend.
Super duper. Word. That was a real nigga. That's all I could say. Like, Dirty was the realest of the realest. And he loves soul music. So it's like every time you see him, that's the chain be in. Like, you know, he be listening to the whispers or some shit, talking to you, the OJs and all that. You know, but. You know, when he was getting high, he was just cooling though. But I think one night we all got real fucked up.
Right.
We got fucked up.
Okay.
And I remember going down to his room and shit. And the nigga, we banging on the door for him. Cause see, we was in the other room, right? We was in the other hotel room. This is back in the day. So we was in the other room and shit. So you know niggas was up in there, niggas was hitting that wet. You know that wet is that
Describe it too, because we got
wet
dumb
is
and
that-
smart
Yeah, I
fans.
don't even
the
know
dust.
what the fuck
That's you know, this is back.
Angel dust?
Yeah, dust, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Niggas
nigga,
back,
that.
you know, not we wasn't smoking it, but niggas we was around was smoking it. And we was in the room and shit one day, and we was just blowing, bang, 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 bang. So you know, you smell the shit. The shit smell good. It's like
It's a different smell.
niggas don't know dust smell good.
Like
Smells
mints.
good. Yeah, it's like jelly mints.
Jelly mints.
Word, but you know, so boom, you know, niggas hit it one time, bang, bang. So now we in there doing push-ups and shit.
Real hard.
Niggas in there
I'm
doing
trying to
that, so,
picture
you
this.
know,
Now,
niggas
this is
doing- niggas
Wu-Tang
doing-
Clan?
Nah, this ain't the whole clan. This
Okay,
is,
all right, I get it.
this is a fraction.
He's not implicating
fraction.
everybody into the
All
age
right,
of
all
the
right,
story.
all right.
It's a fraction.
Raekwon is an
No
old school
names,
gangster.
no names,
No
no
names.
names.
Yeah, you see how
No
smooth he
names,
does? Go ahead.
No
But
names, B.
please finish the story.
Nah, but you know, like I said, we was in there, we was smoke. This was back then, and you know, we went down a dirty room. He didn't want to open the door and shit. Nigga, open the fucking door, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nigga want to open the door, banging on the door, boom, 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 boom. Next thing you know, the nigga open the door, right? So the nigga just start laughing in front of us at the door, and then close the door back. Boom. So we like, yo, what the fuck is this nigga doing, B? So next thing you know, we trying to get up in the room, and he wouldn't open the door. So niggas start kicking on the door and shit. You know how that go. Open the door, nigga.
And did he open the door again?
This nigga opened the door, right? And when he opened the door, nah, I can't even tell.
Nah, you gotta
It's the code. I can't tell you. That's gonna fuck niggas
That's
up.
violation. That's violation.
Nah, come on. We gotta
Stay tuned, B. Come on.
Drink champs. Come on,
Drink champs. Y'all the champs, B. I can't give it to you. I can't give it out, man.
You sure? Come on, Ray.
Oh,
That was-
dirty.
that
I
was-
love him, man.
That was like mental rape right there.
That's fucked up, man. That's
like
fucked
mental
up.
rape right there.
I can't give it to you, my nigga.
You did that on purpose, man.
I can't give it to you, my nigga.
He wants to give it to us. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
want
Just
y'all.
tell it.
Trust
Give
me.
us a piece of it. All right, was he butt naked?
Nah.
Come on, his homeboy shit in a fucking drawer.
Yeah, my friend shit in the
He don't
drawer.
give a fuck. He'll tell everybody.
Yeah, this is my nigga. He shit in the drawer. He had a dream. He fucked the bitch, fell asleep, and then woke up and had a dream that he was shitting, and then he shit and he pulled the drawer out and shit right in the drawer like that.
There you go.
And then the next morning, he tried to blame it on the bitch. He was like, I think it's said, nah, man, I believe the bitch. The bitch told me it was you.
I can't tell you.
Yeah. Now, God bless the ODB, man. Well, tell us a story you can't tell.
Yeah,
Tell us a
come
story
on.
you can't tell.
The PG
ODB.
one there.
Any ODB story. We need, listen, right now, we got Prince, legendary stories. We got Michael Jackson, legendary stories. We need an ODB. And we got Pun. We started with Pun, legendary stories, and those stories are still continuing. So we need an ODB. We gotta make this guy live.
You know,
forever.
Dirty. You know,
You want me to give you old?
Dirty
You
know
want
how
me to
to,
give you a
I'm gonna
dirty
tell you
story?
something. Dirty know how to cook. Number one, he's a cook nigga. You know how to. He was like a seafood type of nigga and shit. You know what I mean? And we used to go to his crib or whatever. But one night we was up in his crib or whatever, and next thing you know, a nigga fell asleep in the house. So we in there playing music, and Dirty seen it. Next thing you know, niggas is cracking eggs on a nigga head, and you know what I mean? Like, you know, just
In the
letting
nigga
the
house.
shit, yeah.
Right.
Because he was knocked out in the chair.
But you said he was a cook, so when you said he ain't cooking it on his
Nah.
head.
He just, you know, sometimes if a nigga fall asleep in the house, it's like niggas start fucking with you.
Open season.
It's like, oh, this nigga sleep, all right. Sprinkle some baby powder in his hair, make him look
Right.
95 years old real
Right,
quick.
right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
just dip his hands in some fucking eggs or some shit, or
Right.
let it slide down his face or whatever. So one night, niggas was just doing some wild shit, and Dirty was just putting mad cayenne pepper. He had fucking eggs. He had fucking celery on this nigga face. Everything. This nigga would not wake up.
Damn.
This nigga would not wake up.
And this is ODB man.
This is this man. And when a nigga woke up, it was like the nigga was just. He was hurt.
Now y'all about to go on a new
He
tour.
was hurt, my nigga. Nah, I can't tell it, man. I can't tell it.
You
Can't
giving
tell,
us shit, but then you taking it away.
got
Raekwon's a foul
to, my
nigga, but he's
nigga.
my nigga. But now you about to go on a tour right now. You and Ghost.
Yeah.
What's this tour? You're going on like
It's
95 days.
It's the
Yo, can you bring me on tour with you, please? Like you my nigga.
We didn't talk about when y'all did business together.
No, this is
didn't
what
talk
I'm doing
about
right
that.
now. We doing more business right now.
Nah, but when y'all did
next tour,
y'all did the album together, come on.
No, this is a wonderful thing, man. We got together.
Listen,
Okay.
man, you know you my A-alike, bro.
Mm-hmm. And
Anytime, man.
yes.
Anytime.
No, we got together. We had fun. We did the War Report too.
Which is a mean piece.
on ice water, big em up, and yo, which brings me to the question. That better not be another train. That's not another train.
That's gonna be
You know the Rap Radar. I don't know if you know Rap Radar. They pay people just to make trains come by. Like, you know what I'm saying? They got spies. Like, they ain't TMZ. That's Rap Radar niggas. Like, you know what I mean? They just sit here. Because Ray, you know. We bring some of the real stories. You did Rap Radar, right? You did Rap Radar,
Nah, I
right?
ain't do it yet. Nah.
You ain't do it yet? Because it's mad boring.
Nah, go over there. Nah,
I'm just fucking around. I'm just fucking
they're very serious. They're serious.
They're serious. They're the 60 Minutes. We're having Sterns. You feel me? That's what my man B-Dot said.
Drunk.
We just drunk. Those are our people. A little bit. B-Dot is great.
Not Elliot? Come on, man.
Yeah, listen. They harder to book than a rapper. I've been telling them to come on the fucking podcast. I've been saying, yo, come out here. Them niggas like, when you in New York, let's do it in the CBS office. No, that's not where we do our fucking
obviously
show.
don't do shit in the CBS
We don't do our show at the CBS office. We do our shit in the middle of Little Haiti, nigga, in Overtown.
We are in Little
We do our
Haiti
shit
right
in
now.
Park Hill. We do our shit in Stapleton. We do our shit in Kendall.
We'll go to
We do our
Compton
shit in
and do the shit
Broward.
in
We do our shit in Left Rack City. We do our shit in Queensbridge. We do our shit in Ravenswood, Astoria. We do our shit everywhere else but CBS, you buck boo-boo-boo-boos. And that's not a diss because I don't even know what I said.
Yeah, we might be at CBS tomorrow.
It's not what I said. It's not a diss. But listen, you boo-boo-boo-boo-boos, come over here and fuck with us. I paid my flight to go do y'all podcast. Y'all come out here and do our podcast. Right or wrong, but Ray, I'm gonna just warn you. It's like if you go do that shit. You sure you ain't do that shit?
Nah,
I thought I saw you did that shit. You sure?
Nah, I did my nigga Ice-T shit. Man.
Ice-T, that's where I saw it. That's my nigga Ice-T.
Respect to Ice-T.
And big up Rap Radar, I'm just playing. It's just jokes. But
that's my nigga Ice.
Ice-T, yeah, that's my nigga. Yeah, we need him on the
Yeah, we definitely need
podcast.
Ice-T.
Yeah.
And we need, listen, Ice-T. He's my nigga. Ooh, this was good.
The cough of blood.
Come on, yo,
Branch
there's no more weed, boys? Can you roll?
Branches.
Boys
Come
on
on.
crack.
So listen, it's Ice-T, you my nigga. You my brother. And he did my movie. Like 2 years ago, I didn't know what I was doing. He still did my movie.
What's your movie?
Super Thug. I got a movie, Super Thug.
Okay.
So but Ice-T, we really need you on, but we want your wife to be our first female guest. Is that cool? That's cool.
I'm cool
We
with
want
that.
your wife to you come with a
Both of them.
Yeah, both of them. Yeah, together because
Coco and
listen,
Ice-T.
I'm surprised our bartender Amanda, come say it because we just only have men here.
No, Amanda, you can go on N.O.R.E's mic now.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Come on,
Amanda, you can come on. Yeah, shout out your Instagram one more time, Amanda. Come on, please.
Amanda_Esco.
Yes, right. Drink Champs, we now have women. I'm part of this shit because you know what I mean. Like people get crazy. We have too many. How you say it?
I don't know. What are you saying?
We need a female rapper to come on here.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Foxy,
we need a female
Kim.
rapper. And you know what's crazy? They love Wu-Tang so much.
Oh,
on
they
this
hit us up all the
podcast.
time. They hit us up
You know
all the
what I
time.
mean?
With
You know
y'all.
what I
We
mean?
fuck with y'all.
Yeah.
This is real right here. This is
But
real.
Raekwon, you do a tour like every 2 weeks.
A tour every 2
Nah, I don't
weeks.
do it.
Nah. But your shit lasts for like 2-3 months. Can you put me on one of those?
course.
I'll open up. We're gonna bring the Drink Champs.
Tell me
out
you gotta
there.
have the discipline.
You know, he's always invited to a
I don't know what the
disco dome.
discipline means. What does that mean?
You gotta do the 3 months.
No, I always do the 3 months. What
Yeah?
you talking about? Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Whenever
I'm ready.
done
I'm there
it.
with you.
As long as I'm okay, I'm okay. We
been
bring the
okay.
podcast on the road.
Let's do
We
it.
just do it.
Drink
Y'all
Champs
niggas got
tour.
listen, how crazy is it that the bigger you got, the more hood your records got, the more white people came to y'all shows. That's beautiful. How the fuck did y'all do that though? Like Like that's real shit though. Like for
Super real. What?
That's super real. Like, and you keep it hood.
That's the way you said it though. You crazy,
yeah.
man.
But it's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, I went on tour with you, and I was like, God damn it, that's that market right there. Like,
nah, you know what it is?
I don't give a fuck who got something going on in Atlanta. Night Raekwon got a show. Your shit is sold out. I seen that shit with my own eyes, my nigga. How does that feel though?
That's a great feeling, man. You know, them are people that love us, man. It don't matter the color, but you know, it make you.
Want to drink champagne?
It make you feel rock stars, though. You
want
know?
to drink champagne, but keep finish this shit.
How you gonna tell them drink it and keep talking?
Nah, please, cause this is crazy. I went with you state to state. Your shit sold out.
Nah, I mean it's the love, B. It's the love from the people, man. They know what we do. They know we come in and we get it done. We get it done. You know, people love great music. They love personality. They love character
and showmanship.
You know, all that. We just try to deliver. Just try to give it to them. Give it to them in the best way we can give it to them. And you know, the majority of the people is the white people that come out for us.
There's no right way of saying
they
that.
They come out for us, and we love them to death. And it is what it is. It's like, you know, we ain't on no. We love them all, man.
It's like we said. We're gonna say hip hop is we gonna make hip hop a race.
No, we're gonna make hip hop a new race and a new religion and a new flag. All right, my favorite hotel is a W hotel.
What horrible segues from N.O.R.E.
I shouldn't have took it that way.
No, your edit is great.
You want me to give a different example? I don't know. You fucked me up just now. You got me overthinking it now. Goddamn.
No, go ahead. You're good.
But my favorite hotel is the W Hotel. Every time I go to the W Hotel, I see the gay flag out there. I have no problem with it. I got mad people that's gay in my family, people that's gay. I don't care. It's okay. But I figured, why shouldn't we have a hip hop flag, right? To let people know that when we enter this
you're
place,
accepted here.
That you're accepted here. Why we can't have the same thing? Not comparing hip hop's plight or hip hop struggle compared to the
gay or
LGBT. You know, God bless them. You know what I'm saying? We got a different plight. But what I'm saying is, why should I enter a restaurant that if you tell me this restaurant got the best fucking clams in the world, right? And then I walk in there, and then as soon as I get in there, I'm the first black person that ever been here. I shouldn't have to, you know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have to go through that event. But if that flag is there saying you're welcome, this is just like, you know, I don't want to compare hip hop struggle compared with gay people struggle.
I get it.
But you can eat somewhere on South Beach right now, and on South Beach there's a gay flag somewhere. Boom, that's their sign to say that you're accepted. That's
good,
great.
you're safe,
that's awesome.
you're accepted.
I eat at all them places that they already accepted. Because the places is good, and I ain't got no problem with them. You know, it's awesome. But now we have problems sometimes. I could walk into a place, and then I don't know if my kind is accepted. And I don't even mean color wise. I just mean culture wise.
It's true.
Why can't we develop a hip hop flag?
I think that's legit.
Am I retarded? You can tell me I'm retarded.
Nah, listen, let me tell you something. Hip hop is something it's organic anyway. It's like it.
Cause y'all one of the first people.
It's gonna pull the right energy at the right time. You know, music is always gonna soothe the minds of people. So, regardless of wherever we walk, that's always there. That's why that's one of the biggest markets.
But you understand what I'm saying?
Hip hop music made a lot of money, man.
Yeah. But we need to be
a lot of money.
This is what I'm saying. Like y'all made music for Staten Island, Brooklyn, and it transcended through the whole world. The whole world.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
A lot of people. You did too, my nigga.
And yes, thank you. Yeah, thank you for including me. But what I'm trying to say is, right? What if there's a hotel that you got to check into? Wouldn't you feel more comfortable if you know that, whatever, the promoter overpaid you or whatever, or underpaid, not underpaid you, overpaid you. And then you look and you're like, the hotel he booked, my kind is accepted. I'm good. That means I could blow in the room.
Right.
Like, I remember hanging with you somewhere and you was like, come to my room, nigga. I paid the smoking charge already. Remember?
Right.
Like why we can't have our own shit? Like, I'm not comparing hip hop struggle or whatever to anybody that.
Things, yeah.
But what I'm saying is, because even gay people are hip hop.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, cool. If you gay and you hip hop, you super accepted. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, but if you hip
Why are
hop,
you sorry?
you know, I'm just saying because I don't know, like, you know, trying to be politically correct. What I'm trying to say,
won't
but
work.
why can't we have a flag that represents not a race? I ain't saying. I'm saying people that this is our culture. They understand our culture. Like the other day, I went to a restaurant. I Googled what's the best ceviche in the area, right? I went there and it was mad soccer games. No disrespect to soccer, right? No disrespect. But I didn't want to fuck with soccer. So I was like, I'm out of there. But if I would have went on an app that said, this is hip hop, I would have never wasted my time going to a place that I didn't want to see what I want. I wasn't in the mood for soccer.
What, so hip hop motherfuckers don't like soccer?
No. What I'm saying is hip hop. This is something that you're gonna come, you're gonna eat, you're gonna chill, you're gonna dance, you're gonna roller skate, you're gonna fucking skateboard, you're gonna fucking,
skateboard?
you're gonna do whatever. You're gonna, you know what I'm saying? And you know that whatever this does, it's a b-boy stance in here somewhere. We need that flag. Am I bugging?
No. At the core, I think you're good. But when you extend it, you fucking up.
But I just feel like we need a hip hop flag. That means, like, if we in Barbados, we in Bermuda somewhere, and we want to sit down and blow a tree, or sit down and just have a meal and listen to Marvin Gaye, or listen to, you know what I'm saying? Like, wherever we at in the world, if somebody can put our flag up so we know we welcome, we wouldn't, you know, go in spots where, you know what I'm saying? Where we not welcome. You think I'm bugging out? You can tell me I'm bugging out. You can tell me I'm retarded.
The flag is there, so it's in your heart. It's
flag.
It's already in you, B. But I you know, you gotta know where you're going, bro.
I don't know where the fuck I'm going.
You know,
It's very fucked up.
you know, you gotta know where you're going, my nigga. But I get what you're saying, though. You know, the hip hop flag, the shit that created a lot for.
How
a lot
many
of
countries
people.
you been to in your passport is crazy. So just imagine wherever country you go to Dusseldorf, Germany.
Dusseldorf.
Ooh, look. Tell me you know German. You know German? What's your? Tell me a German word. I got a German word. You ready?
What?
Dunkin' shit.
Dunking shit?
Dunkin' chin.
What does that mean?
Thank you.
Wait, oh, I thought you...
You want me to tell you the other word I know?
Go ahead.
I'm waiting for Raekwon to go. I knew Dunkin' shit.
This is word for word German.
Come on, give me some German, Raekwon. You know one word. Scheiße. That means
Scheiße.
shit. That means
Of course,
shit.
like
Scheiße.
fuck.
Yeah, okay. I know blas me einer.
Blas me.
What's that?
Suck my dick.
Do you know anything constructive in German?
Yes, I
What?
do. Wait. Dunkinchen, bitterchen.
I don't think this is...
You're welcome.
Oh, okay.
Dunkinchen, bitterchen. You know Japanese?
Oh, wait.
You know Japanese, Raekwon? Fuck the train. We're not paying attention to it. You know Japanese? What's the word you know in Japanese? Come on, you've been all over the world.
Japanese, huh?
You know Japanese, Raekwon. Give me a word in Japanese.
I can't give you one right now. Give me one.
Ichiban.
I learned that from Redman.
KRS.
I learned that from Kawaii. No. Honolulu. No.
Make up your mind. You learned it from Hawaii? You learned it in America?
No, I learned it in Japan, nigga.
You just said Hawaii.
No, Okinawa. 'Cause
Okinawa.
It's on the equator line of Hawaii. You been
Yeah.
to Okinawa, right?
Yeah.
Okinawa is a
Yeah.
part of Japan, yeah.
Oh, yo, Rap Radar, y'all niggas is paying top dollar. They are paying top dollar to shut down the Wu-Tang Clan interview because they never had a Wu-Tang. Listen, Wu-Tang, don't fuck with Rap Radar. Listen, don't fuck with them. Listen. They just got too nervous. They said a Wu-Tang Clan member and it's Raekwon too. Like, you know what I'm saying? So they sending trains to our shit. I apologize.
We've
Raekwon.
never had
But
three trains, though.
Yeah,
Real
this
talk.
is 3 trains.
3 trains. We've never had 3 trains.
Did you meet Amanda? Amanda, she pours the drink. She's a part of the show now.
True story.
She's a part of the show now.
Facts.
I forgot what it's talking about.
Branch is branch for
Branches.
branch, huh?
Yo. So I like when you laugh. So listen. Now that he's laughing, are you petty, Raekwon? Cause I'm petty like a motherfucker. Just in case you thought this was a trick question, it is not. I am petty like a motherfucker. The last episode we had, he said he's not petty. You want me to break it down?
Right.
Should I break it down?
I mean, I don't even remember, but go ahead.
Last episode on Friday, we had it. I said I'm petty. Did you admit you petty? Has? Are you petty? Has.
Am I petty?
Yes.
I could be, but not usually.
That's not the answer I'm looking for.
I'm not petty.
He said he's not petty. You ready for the story?
Yeah.
He's dating a girl.
Oh man, we gotta keep with the same fucking story.
Because you know why? When I listened to the Havoc episode, I was so
And it's not a petty
bad
story.
that nobody ever said that you're not petty.
I'm not petty.
I'm not gonna get into the
Oh,
three videos.
that's why I got the tweets that I got. Now I remember.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get into the 3 videos. I'm gonna get
You
into
can
the
tell
video
them.
where you
But
caught.
this ends in this episode.
This is a famous story, man.
It's not that famous.
First off, Kindle people love this story. They love this story. I was like, what you want? No, I'm telling you. So listen, my man is dating a girl. Somehow, some way, he finds out she's going.
No,
to
I didn't find out by accident. She
All right,
told me, man.
It's my
This
story.
guy's embellishing
It's my
the story right
This is
now.
my story. He finds out she's going to Cisco Video.
No. I don't know the way it went down.
He says it's over. Just based upon that, and then I'm gonna give you the rest of the facts in my mind. But based on that, is he petty? Keep it real. Because we gotta get to the bottom of this.
Of course, nigga.
He's petty?
I would think so. Yeah.
Alright, let's make some noise for EFN. He's trying to separate himself from me in the last
I'm
episode.
not petty
He
for
said
it,
he's
man.
not petty. Alright, now, Ray, you sticking with he's petty. And then we're gonna hit you with the rest of the facts.
Hit me with the facts, man. You stupid.
This is my favorite part of that episode. The other videos. But he cut it off. Listen, he didn't even. But alright, listen. What song do you think it was from Cisco? Out of any Cisco song?
Damn, nigga, I don't know. Stupid, nigga, I don't know.
This is stupid, man.
I
Alright,
don't know.
so if your girl was going to the Thong song video, would she still be your girl?
If she was going to the video shoot?
Yeah.
She was a model in it. She was a
Wow,
dancer in
man.
it.
So this is why I called him petty.
Nah, that's
Because
petty
he
for
didn't
real.
know. The Thong song didn't come out this time. She was just going to a Cisco video.
No, man. She was doing the thong song
Oh,
remix.
the Thong song was. Oh, it's the. I'll keep
remix.
that part.
Yeah.
Alright, so, she's going to the Thong song. Can she still be your girl?
As long as I know what the fuck you doing, nigga, you know.
But it wasn't
Alright.
based on just that.
Alright.
Nah, you
Can I
can't.
feel
It's
it?
petty if you just gonna cut off because
No,
the
no,
fact
no.
that
It
she
wasn't
went
cut
so-
off. It was.
No, you might have
more
wanted to
story
know.
to that.
Yeah, just look at him being so evil.
Nah, it's not just that.
Alright, so now you ready for me to finish? This is the killer.
It's not a killer because I was not involved at
So I
that point.
said, E, I think that was petty. He said, but they put champagne on low.
That was that big pimpin'.
Big pimpin'. Now, she did the dog song, but she did Big Pimpin'. How you stand with this guy? They pour champagne on low.
Yo, this
I was out already.
He was out already.
He was
but
out.
You out too?
crazy.
Is he still petty or he's evened out at this point?
I mean, you know, you gotta be confident, man.
Nah, I knew what I was doing.
No, Raekwon. They threw the champagne on her. She can still come home? She can still, y'all still, I'm asking you.
I'm not 100% sure she's the one that got champagne.
All right. No, but that's what you said. We rolling with it.
She can't come home with no champagne.
All right, now here's the last and third one. Here's the last and third one.
Really, there's more.
There is? Alright, but these three is enough. She got two more that I know. Alright. Then Uchiwali video. Uchiwali. Can y'all still meet at Mushi Mushi
Can we reconcile?
and have sushi? I'm like at the Uchiwali video, them niggas is fucking. Let's keep it real.
She would have been shipped out, B.
Shipped out, right?
Nigga.
Alright, and then the last one is Ricky Martin. I told him he ain't got shit to worry about.
And that
Ricky
wasn't
Martin,
that on
you
the
good.
last one.
Yeah, the Ricky. Was it literally the video that long ago?
Yeah, it was.
It was.
She went to the
my
Bahamas.
God.
Yeah.
No, she was bad.
Yeah, she was popping. Yeah, she was popping.
No, you
And
not.
she got, and I told you, she
This
got
is
with
the
the
thing
Bell
is-
Biv DeVoe homie.
Nah, this is to make you petty. You sure she fucked BBD?
I'm 80% sure. I don't know. I never asked her actually.
But why? What made you come with this assumption?
Because right when we broke up, we in the club and she's with homie. So I'm assuming I know how it goes down.
I think this proves this petty. He's petty, right?
I'm not petty. I understand you.
You the guest. You gotta.
You gotta know your back, man. You gotta.
But listen, Ray, we need that $1 million
We're
question.
back.
Is he? Because I'm petty.
I'm not petty. Listen, first of all,
Okay.
it wasn't foul. She wanted to pursue a career in modeling, and I was doing what I was doing.
Did you do a photo shoot for her?
Nah. And I just said, and we both just mutually agreed, like, you gonna do this and I'm gonna do this and we good. I'm not gonna be with a chick that's in the same industry doing certain things.
Did you eat her asshole?
I don't remember.
Probably.
To be quite honest. If
Yo,
she was
yo,
my girl,
this thing is
anything
on
goes.
point.
That's my girl.
Yes. That's God telling me leave EFN
God is right.
alone. Salute EFN. I love this story. I'm sorry.
Salute, nigga.
Yeah, but we gotta dead this story already.
No, she's gonna sue us crazy.
No,
But
she likes all the Drink Champ pictures, and I'm just waiting for her to hit me up.
Oh shit.
I am now stalking you. I want to know who this person is. I wanna know. Yo, Ray, I'm sorry, man. The Wu-Tang, yeah. What was the wildest Wu-Tang groupie y'all ever had? Keep it real.
Shit, nigga.
You had to have a Wu-Tang groupie. Keep it real. Her name was Brittany.
Oh,
Niggas get shot?
damn.
Fuck it. Slippers is in the building. That's another booty eater. Slippers is a booty eater. But he eat classy booty with tuna tartare on top. Shit's real.
Watch out now.
Nah, come on. What's the classic groupie story you had? Give us a groupie story.
Don't do it.
Before-
Don't go there.
Look, come on. Before, like when you was growing up on the New York Times side, New York crime side, staying alive was no job. At second hand, Martin spoke some old man, and you move to Shaolin Lane. Come on.
Like that was gonna convince him to tell a groupie story.
Oh man, yo, Raekwon, man, we love you so much.
That nigga's an Alcatraz specialist, man. A specialist, man.
He was hypnotizing you right there, dog.
You know what the worst thing anybody ever told me?
Fly shit,
This is the
man.
worst thing anybody ever told me. Nigga was like, yo, I would like to be in jail with you. And I was like, it was a great
That's
compliment.
horrible.
Like, nigga, I can do a bid with you. Like, yo, I was like, damn, like, it's a great compliment, but it's the worst thing in the world. But Raekwon, come on. Groupie story.
Shit, man. God damn, man.
And like, just from the, it was an intro you did for our album. You said, shorty, give you 1,000 grams. Tell your girl, let me sleep with her. I knew you was like, that's a sign of being a mad horny. That is a fact. Come on.
I could tell you one night I went to go see you, nigga. And I was in your
He
joint.
flipped it on you.
Is it Capone? Is it, you use me,
Nah,
but I know it's
it was-
Capone. But yeah,
Nah,
Use me. Let's go.
It was one of your soldiers. Nigga came up there. I came out there. Come hang out with y'all niggas and shit.
Took one of my niggas' bitches. Let's keep it
Nah,
real.
y'all niggas was in there doing y'all. Y'all niggas in there bunny hopping and shit. Nah, but right. The crazy shit is that I don't know. I was coming up there to come hang out with y'all niggas and shit. You know, came in there and went in the back and shit in the back of the room. And niggas just like playing video games and shit. You know, niggas playing the video games. And like right next to each other, niggas was sitting right next to each other, like in a chair and shit. And then I guess one of your mans up in there, he was in there blowing a chick in the chair right there. So they all sitting there together, and he blowing it like this one.
Like a rabbit? Like a rabbit?
Yo.
They look like a rabbit?
So I'm coming in the room like, yo, what the fuck is y'all niggas? Like, yo, what the fuck? Nigga looked up at me like, yo, you good? You good? I said, these Queens niggas right here, man.
Yeah, we retarded.
Y'all niggas is stupid.
That could have been Charlie too.
It could have been Charlie Skins, yeah. with the Elvis Presley. He got the Elvis Presley sideburns. Yo, Raekwon, man.
You don't remember that though?
Nah, I think it was Capone. I was in the other room. My shit Swift too, dog. My shit. So what do you think is the next step for not only Ray but Wu-Tang or whatever? What do you think is the next step for you?
Nah, you know, the music is always gonna be there. You know, for myself, we gonna continue to make ill shit, but I'm on some filmmaking shit right now.
Yeah,
I got a deep vision, you know.
Right.
The Purple Tape documentary, you know, that's something that I want niggas to.
Some of it is
I want niggas to, you know, really get opportunity to taste that, and you know, I'm gonna start stepping into shit like that though. You know, I got a lot of screen flicks that I want to do. You know, some real street tail shit. Right. And you know, just keep fluctuating, bro. You know what I mean? Keep traveling.
And then what year did the Purple Tape drop?
That shit came out 95, man.
Oh, so you been celebrating your 20.
Yeah.
How about the Deodoras? You was selling Deodoras for $240. God damn it! Thank you for giving me a free band. I can't afford that right now. God damn it! Make some noise. Yo, them shits is fly. They heavy. I got them shits on the spot. I be telling my son be walking too close to them. I be like, I'm gonna snuff you, little nigga. He's 16. I told him I'm gonna snuff him for walking on my Raekwon and Deodoras. You know what I mean? Wow. How did and you got the Wally Clarks too. Are those dropped already, or you dropped?
Nah, that was like a like a blowout. You know, like a 60-day type of thing.
60 days available. If you don't get it, God damn it, your garment game is crazy.
Yeah,
that's that Wu-Tang slang, garment game. Come on, make some noise to me know Wu-Tang slang.
Yeah.
We got our garment game 8 and 9.
Yeah, 8 and 9. Let's big them up.
8and9.com.
8and9.com.
We got the Drink Champ shirts.
And we getting Raekwon to sign some horns. So listen, if you guys are tuned in right now, we got Raekwon in the building. He's having fun with us. This is my brother. We bugging the fuck out. And we're gonna get him to sign a couple of horns.
Random.
So
you never know. You might get.
You can't order the Raekwon horns or order. You know, you might get like he gonna sign like maybe 5 or 16. You know what I'm saying?
5 and 16
random numbers. And he's my guy. You know what I'm saying? And you might get your horn.
Shout out to Best Buy Lakers too, nigga.
Shout out to the people Best
my
Buy.
Nigga forever, man.
Yeah, my nigga. Yo, thank you so much.
General.
You know, the only two people that I tried to book and I couldn't book was Raekwon and Busta Rhymes. Both of y'all guys are my brother. But my brother, so I couldn't get mad at y'all. I just had to take that as a loss. But when you worked on Only Built for Cuban Linx 2, you worked with Busta a little bit, right?
Yeah.
How was that?
That's family, you know.
Right.
That nigga was there, like, you know, he was able to see a spark that I didn't see at the time in me. You know, and sometimes you gotta go outside and be around real people and, you know, get opinions and, you know, shit that niggas could really tell you that might make sense to yourself.
Right.
You know, he was there. He was like a mentor. Like, you know, I always fuck with Bust. His energy is always up. Good fella. You know what I mean? And we would just be, you know, he make me laugh. And, you know, he know his music. He's sharp with music and production. And it was like that. I needed that lift.
Right.
And we got in the studio, and you know he was just passing shit to me, just flinging a few beats or whatever. Cause you know, Bus, his catalog is just amazing.
Yeah,
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
This shit is amazing.
That
like,
nigga Bus
he got
got
so much music that niggas don't even know. Like,
right.
he's busting rhymes for real. Like,
Yeah.
you know. But more importantly, like, he was just a good friend, still a good friend, you know, and always been in my corner, you know. Always believed in everything. Like, yo, nigga, I look up to you. You know what I mean? Like, and sometimes you need that. Sometimes, you know, you need that energy, that boost. And ever since then, it was like, you know, boom, bust out the Cuban Linx 2 album, and you know, my hands started getting super hot again, and just, you know, it stayed hot for a long time.
Now, how was it working with Dr. Dre? Was that your first time working with Dr. Dre? Or no?
Dre was my nigga though. Dre, a good nigga. You know what I mean?
Right.
We was gonna make something happen, but you know, kind of like backed out the situation. You know, respectfully. And you know, he always felt like, you know, whatever you do, that thing you holding is a masterpiece though. You know.
Oh, you talking about the Cuban Linx 2?
Cuban 2 shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So you know what I mean. We just had to keep moving on.
Right.
And I decided to do an indie style and just
Right.
going in from that perspective. Just
Right.
you know, I felt I knew the game. So
Right.
when you know the game, you can go in there and you know, make shit happen according to the way you want it to happen. And
I just want to make some noise for you for that success of that Cuban Linx 2, man. God damn it. That's where we open the champagne. Do we got different cups? We need different. You wanna hit that champagne? Yo, Ray. If you hit this champagne, you officially drank like 7 liquors just now. You's a wild nigga. Since back in the day, you was a wild nigga. Yo, Ray.
But he's drinking water. He knows
drinking
what he's
water.
doing. He knows what he's doing.
Level spelled backwards is level. You gotta balance
that
it.
water, big.
Big up the bartenders.
Let me tell you something.
Bartenders
That water.
giant. No, not that. No, not that.
That's your label. The name of your label.
That water gonna keep you right, B. Believe it or not.
Yep. Yeah. You need to hydrate.
Cause the water is 3/4 the cloth, right? What is
3/4, period. You know that, you
eating
know.
our body right now.
N.O.R.E. legend.
Used to eat pork back then. You don't know what we talking about.
I'm Cuban,
You're a foul nigga. Come on, I love EFN. You know EFN, right? You know him from back in the day.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So Wu-Tang, man, you think this last album would this be this last album if y'all get together?
Nah, man, it ain't never the last album, Lord. It ain't never, you know, it's gonna be what it. It's
Where
it's gonna be there forever as long as we feel like we wanted to be there. You know, we all in a great space with one another. You know,
That's a beautiful
brotherhood
thing.
is brotherhood, but you know.
So what's your next endeavor? Like next artist? What's the next? You know.
I got some shit lined up though. You know, I can't really leak it out yet because you know I want to master it. I want to make sure that it's right before I approach it. I ain't gonna give it to you yet because it gotta be right though. You know, so.
Ray's strategic.
And then what's up with you?
Yeah.
Yo, Toronto at one point, you had Toronto like it was Drake than you. In Toronto.
Oh, you got offices over there in Canada, don't you?
You had offices.
I was out there though.
I got a haircut in your barbershop. Shit, real. Like, yeah. Tell the niggas about that.
Nah, I mean, you know, we started a label out there, you know.
You got second citizenship out there? You got a Canada passport?
Said dual citizen.
Yeah, dual citizen?
Dual
I said second
citizenship.
citizenship.
I mean, that works.
Dual
That works.
citizenship.
Yeah, it's the same shit.
Yeah.
You got that out there?
Nah, man. You paying 2 taxes, nigga. Come on, man.
So you
fucked
flying
up.
private jets out there? You
I ain't
you're a fly
flying
nigga.
There you
You're
go.
a fly. Yo,
nigga.
let me
He
tell you
shooting-
something.
He shooting 40-second shoots.
Nah, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Raekwon is a fly nigga. I was on the road with that nigga every day. That nigga had a different outfit. Like I was like, damn, nigga, you don't even wear the same sneakers every day? like, yo, my nigga,
Stop
this
it,
nigga's
man.
fly. I'm telling you, my nigga, this nigga shit is corporate. Like he get dressed corporate.
Corporate.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this
Corporate.
shit it's strategic the way this. I'm telling you, my nigga. Yo, word, I salute you, Ray. You always been an inspiration to me.
I love
you
you to
always been
death.
a brother. We always
Love
been
you
on
to
the
death.
same side. Thank you so much.
Of course,
you know, you
of
was like one of the first people that didn't come.
That's the first time you ever happened.
But you super made it up. And we going to club tonight. I know that this comes out Friday, but we're gonna go to the old mansion tonight, which is Icon. Icon, Ray coming to hang out with us. I'm kidnapping you.
The champs.
You know
the
what I'm saying? Drink champs, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we've been recording all week. We tired as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And
y'all working on my nigga.
yeah,
It's all about.
because I want everybody to know, like Ray, it ain't just about like me and this guy. Me and this guy EFN is one thing, but we got Rich Blanco. We got Hazardous Sounds.
Yeah.
We got
Big Drain.
You know, Big Drain. We got
Sunny DBT.
Mr. Super Slime. Eddie Giggs. Paul.
Boris.
Boris. Everybody is my man. I forgot your name. Come on.
Kev.
What?
Roz Kev.
Roz Kev.
Yeah.
I always call him Rasta. All right, so I'm sorry, I didn't want to be racist on here because you got dreads. You know what I'm saying? So it's so many people that come together. That's why we're doing our videos documentary style, because I didn't want to just be about me and EFN. There's so many other people that help make this what it is.
Right.
And people have been starving for Wu-Tang Clan.
That's all we've been getting since the beginning.
We are like Wu-Tang Clan. And me and I had you, and I ain't never even want to tell you how much responsibility I had to bring you here. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to tell you that because we friends. So I always wanted to keep this on a friendship level.
Facts. That's
you know what I'm saying? But I had a responsibility to bring you here because of that. And just tell us one thing about Wu-Tang Clan that the people don't know, man. We just found out that y'all didn't even know each other since the group started. I didn't know that. You got your champagne? We get you another cup of champagne.
It's right there.
You're a foul nigga. Come on, remember, come on.
Come
on, salute. Come on, that's that Vive Clicquot, man. That shit from France. That shit from France. How you pronounce that shit? France. Come on. Tell us something about Wu-Tang Clan, man, before we get up out of here.
Or we close out.
We the invincible, man. Let me tell you something, man. Them niggas right there at any given time could flip it. And flip it in a way where it's like, it's real easy to do. You know? And when it happen, it's gonna happen. You know? It's all about being into it, though. I wanna be into it. I don't wanna just do it fabricated style. And we all share them same principles, you know? Like, it's just all about the energy at the time that makes that album come, but business is different, you know, and you want to do business in a way where you feel like everything is beautiful, and then when it's beautiful, everything else is greater. You know, we want it to be great. We don't want it to be good, you know. So
this is what I want to end it on. I want to name all the members of Wu-Tang Clan. And I want you to say something about him. Can you Google all the members? You know all the members?
No, we all know that.
But I don't want to put the pressure on him.
I know.
I don't want to put the pressure on him.
At least we know the main members.
So I'm gonna start. I'm gonna name a member, and I want you to say something about him.
yeah.
Yuga.
The L bull right there, the Raging Bull.
I never saw that
Raging
movie.
Bull.
But I know there's a movie exists called The Raging Bull.
Yeah, the Raging Bull. You.
Okay. Master Killer.
The calm, the fourth Rakim. Shit like that, you know?
Capadonna.
Slick Rick nephew.
The Jizza.
2017 Kane. Back then.
Back then.
Ghostface.
Al Pacino. As hell.
Raekwon. Speaking yourself in third person is fly. Do it all the time.
The Almighty, nigga. The Genesis, nigga, wearing King Tut hats, nigga, and ankle bracelets and all that good shit. Guyanese gold on, nigga.
Guyanese gold. We gotta do a record called Guyanese gold.
That's a hot name.
You make it up later. All right.
Egyptian, nigga.
Egyptian. Okay. Method Man.
My niggas, yeah,
What?
that's a hard one.
You
It's a hard one right there. Memphis, he another cut, you know? Terry Clough,
I can't.
Terry Clough.
strong, Memphis strong. Yo, that nigga still rhyme hard, B. That nigga can rhyme.
He goes in.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
He can rhyme,
Okay. RZA.
RZA. It's like, this is like Jimi Hendrix and fucking,
Jimi Hendrix is big on the show. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
and his cat.
And his cat. Jimi Hendrix, that's it?
wow,
Yeah, you ever recorded Electric Lady with the white cat in there?
Electric Lady.
Electric Lady, you know, downtown.
I know what you're talking about, yeah.
You ever
Yeah,
seen the
Electric
white
Lady.
cat in there?
Seen thousands of white cats.
In Electric Lady, right?
Of course,
Keep it
yeah.
real like that. You know, niggas is, we're trying to debate on this show if that white cat was Jimi Hendrix reincarnated. What do you think, Ray?
I don't know, my nigga.
Come on, just say yeah. Say what up? Just say word. I felt like Jimmy was playing the guitar through the cat. We fucking with you, Raekwon. Yo, thank you so
No,
much,
you ain't
man.
gonna leave out other Wu members.
Oh, what? Did I?
ODB.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Inspector Deck, ODB,
No, I
Jizza.
said ODB. I didn't say ODB?
No.
Oh, in my mind I did. Okay, hold
Come
on.
on, man.
Okay, my bad. Let's go back to the Inspector Deck.
Respect the Deck is like Malcolm X, man.
In real life?
Yeah.
You can teach you some shit?
It's a jewel dropper.
I need Inspector Deck to have my number then. I need people that can teach me shit.
Yeah.
Alright, now is this last?
ODB.
ODB.
That would
And
be the last
Jizza, you didn't
one?
say Jizza
No, he
either.
did say
Oh,
Jizza.
no.
He did say
I think I said
Black
Jizza?
Baby Jesus.
Okay, ODB.
Oh, Black Baby Jesus, man. You know that.
Now listen, we got the drink champs. We hate when people say, you think ODB could have drunk us under the table? You think he could have hung out? You think he could have hung out? Like
course.
at the drink champs?
Of course.
I can see that.
Yeah? What was ODB's favorite drink in your memory? Don't tell me Cisco. 'Cause then he's the legend.
Nah,
He
yeah,
wins.
Cisco is that shit.
Mad Dog 2020.
What was
Niggas
ODB?
should drink that, man.
Oh, yeah,
Dog.
MD
Mad
2020?
Dog was the shit, though.
Mm.
Yo, he drank a lot of wine, too, you know?
That's your shit.
Oh, it was on some
Wine
N.O.R.E.
shit, yeah.
yeah? You remember White
Wild
Wine or
Irish
Red?
Rose and all that type of shit.
I ain't fucking with none of that.
That's that shit.
I ain't gonna lie, let me tell you something. One time I was in Rockefeller, ODB dug in his ass, and they gave a nigga a 5. I was like, ah. From every time I see ODB, I swear to God. Because he was like, he did it on purpose, too. He was just like, yo, man, I looked at his face and I was like, this nigga's crazy. So, no. I hit him with the elbow. He gave me the elbow back too. Like, nah, I ain't disrespecting you. But he's waiting for another white guy to come on. He was ill. Like,
Yo.
you think I'm lying? Like, you know, that was his style. Like, he was a
Filthiest.
foul nigga.
The filthiest.
Yeah, and that was my nigga. Like, I was in the studio with him and Pharrell for like 3-4 days. Word is born. Yeah, this is a fact. But Raekwon, thank you for hanging out, man. And you come with us to the club. We going to Icon tonight. We know that this podcast comes out next Friday. We don't care. We having fun. We so much wanted a Wu-Tang member, and we so much wanted my brother. Because you're not just Wu-Tang's brother. You are my brother. I wanted to get into our relationship, but I wanted this interview to be more about you, because the thing about my friends is they come back and they appear more than one time. Dad's been here twice. Capone been here twice. You could be here as many times as
This
you
is your
want. We
home.
speaking to a million people. This is your home, Raekwon.
question.
We really love you, man. Thank you so
Love,
much,
love,
man.
no doubt.
You know what I mean? DJ EFN.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hazardous Sound Rich. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
the family.
My man, where's Sonny D at, man? He don't feel like he
Sonny
get his
D,
just
yeah.
due. And then Carlito, the
love.
child molester. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody wants that title.
No, it's a joke. And Sonny D, you don't want no props? You don't want no props? Come over here. You're not sweating. I'm proud of you. You were sweating. You want to do Mr. Super Slime? Tell them people, man. Tell them you left the flea market.
I've been left the flea market. At Mr. Super Slime. Instagram.
So your valleys don't come. Your valleys don't come from 74th.
No valleys from 74.
Right, your valleys come from the valley store now. Are you sure?
They always
ask
came from the
Raekwon
valley
for a fucking pair of the fucking purple Clarks, nigga. Come on, humble yourself.
Ray already told me they're in the mail.
My nigga, he go to the, you know what the flea market is. It's the bootleg shit out here.
Right.
Yeah. Not all of them. Some flea markets got official shit, but not where my nigga go. It's my nigga, Mr. Super Slime, man. He's a great guy, man. We love him, man. We want to big you up, Raekwon, once again, man. I'm sitting mad awkward because my ass been hurting the whole time.
We're gonna take this picture.
I don't know what happened, man. But yo, thank you so much, man. We're gonna go hang out with Icon. Shout out to Star Rock, Mr. Lee Promotions. Shout out to the Drink Champs, man. Everything is going down. Best Buy Liquors once again for providing the liquor. Big up Amanda for providing the actual cups. 8and9.com. We not only got the shirts now, people. We also got the horns, the shot glasses, and the cup. It's the whole party. So when you partying with us,
the cups,
they can party
the shot
with
glass,
us.
Everything.
Ray, thank you so much, man. We had so much fun, and we still kidnapping you.
Make
still
some noise for Raekwon.